Anyways, hi YouTube, guten Abend, guten Morgen, buenos dias, buenas tardes, konbawa, I don't even know how to say or Ohio. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. We have the wonderful missing legs here. We have Kyle's McGiles, the one and only Kyle's McGiles. We have a Sarah's VTuber. We just met another incredible content creator. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are practicing the self-care, and I'm pretty sure a majority of you guys didn't expect this because a lot of people seem to just skip recap episodes. But you know me, if it has an opening and it has, oh god, never mind. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm done. did not want to, if the show has to analyze and some good, I'm crying. Oh fuck, okay. If the show has a good opening and some good content to analyze, we'll be there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are literally going to dive in deep into this recap, try and find out as much as we can. We are going to take some time even afterwards and look at different scenes from stuff I may have missed that needs a second look. Of course, this is a forewarning for all of you people that say, oh yeah, he's going to go ahead and look at the opening again. You're right. I am going to look at the opening again. And probably the ending too. All of this, I'm just letting you guys know exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to do it so you guys are aware of it. Are you guys ready? Another out of context clip. Oh god, I know. I know. If it has an opening 4+ hours, if there's a hole, there's a way. A-Rolf. Oh man, my heart is racing. Alright, let's go.
もし芸能人の子供に生まれていたらって考えたことはない？容姿やコネクションを生まれた時から持ち合わせていたらって。
サリナちゃんも可愛いじゃん。生まれ変わる必要なんてない。退院したらアイドルにでもなればいい。そしたら俺が押してやるよ。
Whoa. Okay, hold on.
もし芸能人の子供に生まれていたらって考えたことはない？容姿やコネクションを生まれた時から持ち合わせていたらって。
Okay, my mind is shook, right? Isn't this a direct reflection of what we see also? Like, who better? Oh, I have fucking chills. The opening, we see two different versions of I, right? And who better to play I than literally someone that's loved her past life and then someone who's starting to go ahead and, like, is her daughter in the present life? Wait a minute, dude. Wait a minute. Like, you're telling me that I'm not cocinando. You're telling me that she already knows. Like, my whole brain just fucking mini exploded on my background, right? It's who better to play I, who better to become I or understand I at its core, right? The way that we see in the opening, than someone who knows her from her past life and is currently her daughter and has seen two different versions. One from the fan side and one from being a daughter. Oh. We even see it in this reflection here. Hold on. My mind is cooking. Oh, my mind is cooking. Oh. In case you guys are wondering, what am I saying? In the opening, there are two different eyes, right? And I'm not a manga reader. I've not read the manga, but in the opening, there's two different eyes, and I stated this in the previous episode of the analysis that I did. There's the good eye and there's the dark eye. There's like an evil eye, and in the evil eye, we see something that reflects Ruby, right? And now we're getting this glimpse backwards, and it's all just coming together because Ruby has the thing on her head the same way that the other way does. Ooh. Like, wait a minute. I'm a little fucking afraid. I'm a little afraid. I'm not gonna lie to you. Where is this gonna go, ladies and gentlemen? Where is this story gonna go? Are we just gonna get like a basic story, or is it gonna be a lot more convoluted than that? She has on her. Hold on. He is cooking, but we not eat ham for, you know, in her little, you know, beanie or whatever. hold on. I need to put this on right. I need to put this on right, ladies and gentlemen. In her beret, you know, she has a little like bunny thing, right? And like, it's like if I had a Señor Pingüino like up here, right? It's like she already has that. And that's probably from being a friend or something. And yet in the opening, we see someone quite literally doing that as well, right? Not really having it in her head, but like, you know, the symbol of I being the rabbit. Monsieur Edouard. All right, hold on. My mind is cooking. My mind is cooking because for me, this is solidifying the opening analysis that we did earlier of another person playing I, and that person being Ruby, because time and time again, not only do we see the stars in Ruby's eyes being reflected on I, but now we're getting another direct hint as to like the fan aspect that was the previous life. Oh, that's the envy. Well, that one. Chasing innocence, right? Anyway, the envy, yes.
サリナちゃんも可愛いじゃん。生まれ変わる必要。
This is kind of freaky. Hold on. I'm going to bring this up, guys. I hope you guys don't mind me doing this. Oh, hold on. Nope, not like that. Hold on. I wish I could bring it up. Not like that. How can I move my... I want to take it off just for a second. Who's in the background staring at them? Ladies and gentlemen. Who's in the background staring at both of them? But I. It's like they've always been in her eyes. Like, I can't even state that enough. I is in the background staring at both of them have this conversation about if they were reborn, they'd be like, or like for her, she'd want to go ahead and be like, oh my God, this is, oh God. Okay. Sorry guys. I don't want to cook this 500 degree, like, you know, I don't want to overcook. Do you think he believes in Serena will survive, or is he just comforting her? Hold on. I'll give you that answer right now.
芸能人の子供に生まれていたらって考えたことはない？容姿やコネクションを生まれた時から持ち合わせていたらって。
サリナちゃんも可愛いじゃん。生まれ変わる必要なんてない。
When I hate to go deep this far, you try to have both, right? You try to have a dichotomy of answers as a professional. Like, you guys know I do end-of-life therapy, right? And sometimes even in end-of-life therapy, we try and hold, like, how do I put it? We try and hold some positivity, some aspect of hope for individuals, right? And and it sucks. It's not even so much an illusion or a defense mechanism. It's more like just like, for example, if an individual is struggling, right? It's not so much out of like end of life treatment because of like, you know, they decided to go ahead and go, but more like just because it might be their time or they're in stage 4 or anything like that. We try and hold out hope for as long as we can, and we like try and comfort them and be there for them. But it is hard. It is really hard on a person's mental health, right? Even as a professional, even myself, and some of the stuff that I've gone through and some of the people that I've comforted and been there for, it takes a toll. It takes a toll because you can be there and you can be like the most empathetic individual and try and help them and heal them through the journey and all of these things. But for them, once my biggest thing, my biggest heartbreak, and this is me just being honest with you guys, is the moment that they lose hope. The moment that they lose hope, or that they no longer want to fight, and say that they're sick, and they know that like they're like so on and so forth, it's soul crushing as like being a part of the care team. I remember being there with some of the doctors, some of the physicians, and people out there, and they're all motivated. But the moment that like they see that everything starts spiraling downward, and the client loses hope, it's a lot. It's a lot. Anyway, sorry. Are you guys ready? I don't mean to like bring it down like that, but
退院したらアイドルにでもなればいい。そしたら俺が押してやるよ。
無敵の
2023年4月、衝撃的に幕を開けたテレビアニメ「推しの子」。
Fuck yeah,
原
dude.
作はコミックス累計発行部数900万部を超える人気漫画。アニメ史上でも類を見ない本放送に先駆けての劇場公開。第1話となるプロローグは約90分のボリュームで大きな話題となった。
Fucking fire.
圧倒
Wait. Wait.
約90分のボリュームで
That's all I gotta say is, oh my Lanta. Hold on. Guys. I know Obama rewarding himself. I don't know what he's cooking. Who taught? Oh, I hope you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Who taught Ruby how to BI? I know, but her mom was there helping her. I taught Ruby like the dances and stuff that she did. Oh shit. This goes layers deep. This is not just like, oh, she's my daughter. It's also, hey, she knows all the dance moves. Hey, I taught her how to, like, help. Ray, help, send the doctor. Ruby, did she actually knew the routine better than I, according. Yes, but she was also there. And that's one of the main things. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, God. She corrected I's mistake. She probably did. This is for a recap. But it's also, like, it's highlighting a lot of aspects that it's just, oof. I remember reading something online, especially with the elderly, when it comes to treating them, one of the most important things is to treat their mind and shit that they will. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. No worries if it took you a long time to live. But, like, being there and ensuring their safety and needs and hope is really, really important. Absolutely. She learned it in the hospital and with the eye. That's a double thing. Yeah, this is huge.
圧倒的な作画力、そして若者たちの群像劇とミステリア
Okay, so at what point does the anime flip over to Ruby's perspective? Or is it Akane? Or is it Kana? The Super Six, thanks so much for gifting a sub. Guys, it says here multi-protagonist story. Are we about to switch perspectives here, or are we about to follow somebody else? Because so far we followed Aqua through his main journey so far. Are we about to switch on to Ruby, or Akane, or Kana? We kind of already do. I mean, the main focus, though, the narrative is being driven by Aqua and his interactions in the story there. We had put Ruby's POV already. Anyway, sorry.
今もなお注目度の高いテレビアニメ「推しの子」。
高橋理恵さん演じるお芝居を聞けたっていうのはすごく大きかったかなと思います。
愛ちゃんっていう存在がなければもちろんこの物語自体が動かないですし、
今夜はメインキャスト2人の独占インタビューを交えてこれまでのストーリーを振り返る。十数年前、伝説のアイドルがいた。アイドルグループ B 小町の絶対的エース愛。圧倒的なルックスとパフォーマンス、そしてカリスマ性。スターの階段を駆け上っている彼女にはとある秘密があった。それは双子の母親であること。
Okay, couldn't you look for the father of like two like maybe dirty blonde haired industry individuals on here? Hold on. I like how I comes on and all of you guys are like, I love you, I. Woo! I mean, they aren't actually blonde in the universe, I think. Anime genetics. That's still probably a lot. You know what? That narrows it down. I know that probably narrows it down a little. A little. They're not blonde in our POV. I can be my mommy any. Oh God. Oh God.
それは双子の母親であること。
Oh.
行ってくるね。
アイドルとして致命的なスキャンダル。そんな秘密を抱え。
Oh, that's fucked up. Okay, hold on. The way that this narrator is stating it, right, is having kids is a fatal like scandal, but yet so is being an idol. At the end of the day, being an idol is fatal as much as the fatal scandal would be. That's a double-edged sword to literally die on. That is a horrible way for me to phrase that. That is a really, like, you're literally stuck between a rock and a hard place in that. Like, because at the end of the day, it's like your secret comes out. Sorry, guys. Your secret comes out and your life as an idol is ruined, right? Or you're like, you know, your fans come after you, and if they find out their secret, you're done for.
アイドルとして致命的なスキャンダル。そんな秘密を抱えたまま迎える夢のドームコンサート当日。
ドーム公演おめでとう。双子の子供は元気。
Hey yo.
盲信的なファンの狂人に襲われ命を落とす。
ごめんね。多分これ。
Bro, I did not. Oh no. Oh no, not this again. Not this again. I did not. Oh no. I did not think that we were gonna go back into this. Nah.
無理だ。
二人の子供たちを残して。愛の死から10年以上が経ち、愛が残した2人の子供は中学3年生に。実はこの2人もある秘密を抱えていた。それは前世の記憶が残っている転生者。
今俺はアイドル星野愛の息子として生きている。これは生まれ変わり。
It's rewind time.
今風に言うなら転生と言うべきか。なぜ前世の記憶が残っている？一体どういう原理で？一言うべきか。なぜ前世の記憶が残っている？一体どういう原理？
Is that a picture of his mom? Is that a picture of his mom? Oh. Oh. Or his grandma. Nothing destroys me. It's me, Ma. Nothing destroys me more than that. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man. Dorito, yeah, Dorito for Mima, because Mima needs some help for this one, dude. Oh, I didn't think we were, Abuelita, I know. He just disappeared out of nowhere. Where are his parents? True, Elysian, that's actually a great question. Where are his parents? But also, fuck, that hurts. We only have a picture of him and his grandma. It might just be that he has issues with the family dynamics and whatnot present there, but you can also say the same thing about Serena there, yeah.
言うべきか。なぜ前世の記憶が残っている？一体どういう原理で？一応これでも医者の端くれ。いずれ仕組みを解き明かすつもりだ。
愛の出産のた
I at least love the picture that they put in there of him just. It looks like oh god. It looks like the stereotypical picture that you get from Javs, you know, where they're like, do you like the like, what is it called? Not like that came out wrong. I feel like you guys are gonna think something else. No. Like the what do you call it? Like ones where you would put the Naruto, like, you know, it's Naruto and Sasuke fighting in the background, and then you have like you know, something by like Evanescence or like another like Nickelback song in the background as they're fighting, An AMV. There you go. Like one of those, like, you know, Japanese AMVs. Yes. Yes, an AMV. Sorry. And you just have like some person at the end just like that. Damn, guys. Wasn't it like Japanese something something? JM AMV sounds like a hell of a concept. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, not gonna lie. Oh god, you guys wrote something else.
五郎の記憶を残す悪は
君の幸せがそれだって言うなら従おう。だって君はどうしようもないほどアイドルで、僕はどうしようもないほど君のファンだ。
愛の熱狂的なファンであった五郎は出産当日
Whoa, 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 wait up. This guy looks... This guy's not the same guy that stabbed I, is it? I wish I could do like the YouTube
愛の
button.
熱狂的なファンであった五郎は愛の熱狂的なファンであった五郎は
It is? Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, no, I see it now. I see it. In case you guys are wondering, what am I saying? I'm saying this. Yeah, it is. Looks like it. So here's my question for you guys. I know. This is why I'm throwing it out there. How did he know where things were? Someone leaked, possibly the father. My big thing is, does the father like getting his hands dirty? This is 2 in a row. Does the father like getting his hands dirty? I have a feeling that he will more than likely throw you off a cliff if he feels like you know too much. He will hire someone or something to throw you off a cliff or anything. Evidently not. And then too coward to get his hands dirty. Well, that's the thing is, for me, this is highlighting something. This is not just a one-off occurrence where he used the same individual. So what does this mean? This means that this man has connections. Not only that, this means that this person is someone that is roughly admired and can definitely pull something, right? So an aspect that is coming through my mind as we're seeing this is, I am terrified as of this moment. This point in time on June 2nd, my heart has sunk into the bottom of my asshole as we're watching this. I am absolutely terrified for where this show may go. Because if at any point in time the father becomes aware of Aqua and or Ruby in the future, who's not to say that he doesn't have any connections with anyone that's around him? Who's not to say that he won't try and pull something similar off of this? Because he doesn't need to get his hands dirty if he's already somewhere in the industry and he can already, you know, push something like that. My mind is swirling at aspects like this, which kind of screams at me, there is a betrayer in the monks. Clean up older SKs, forgive me, but the new Lion King looking cool. No. So that yeah, exactly, among us, and that's where my mind is. Is there a betrayer amongst a bunch that has some sort of connection to the father of either Ruby and Aqua? Because I don't think he'll come out of hiding unless he's cornered. We clearly see this by this happening twice, and it through a criminal. Okay, in criminal psychology, in case you guys are wondering, Ed, what are you talking about? Hi, I'm currently doing my doctorates, right? And literally, we're taking transformational leadership psychology, criminal psychology classes, the whole bunch. In criminal psychology, one of the biggest aspects that throw out there is that people that commit crimes are creatures of habits. We're all creatures of habits. When it comes to a situation like this, you're talking about someone that's already secured themselves in their habitual ways of doing things because they get a thrill off of this. The number one thing that comes to show for me is, number one, he's in a position of power, right? He's in a position of power because it means that for him, getting away with these actions or like doing the things the way that he's done them, he's never gotten caught, and or he can always pull the strings when need be, right? Number two, whenever it comes into a situation like this, right, you're talking about someone that can more than likely fish and or lure bait, which means that individuals that are under him or individuals that are in desperate need of some information, he will more than likely dangle that right in front of them and get them to be, otherwise known as a vulnerable population, get them to do his bidding, which for me immediately screams, hey, who has been vulnerable, really, really emotionally vulnerable around Aqua and Ruby? A ring ring. Yes. Oh, all of them? Oh shit, all of them. Another point that comes through out of all of this. It's a vulnerable population. Yes, Kana, even a Kana, if you really want to go through. Someone that recently tried, right, or attempted, you can even say like you know, even in a psychological sense, if you go through and you're a danger to yourself or a danger to others, you know, you like people suggest counseling, you might even go inpatient for a little bit because you are vulnerable at that point in time. You are vulnerable for a little bit until those thoughts subside, and even through that, even say the power dynamics were to suddenly shift or whatnot, all of a sudden it becomes even more dangerous, and so on and so forth. The more that this goes on, the more that for me, like the criminal psychological aspects of this are popping up, and it's popping up as though someone who wants a challenge, someone who is throwing this out there because he's bored. I feel like this person fits a lot of the needs of being on the APD, you know, who actually shows antisocial personality disorder. But even further than just that, like if we were to use the old diagnosis, this would probably be someone that's a straight up psychopath or a sociopath, if need be, right? He might have been created by the industry, we don't know. But through that being said, what is this signaling? Don't trust anybody around Aqua or Ruby at this point in time. For me, if I was counseling Aqua, right, and Aqua told me, oh yeah, I remember my past life, and it turns out it was the same killer, I'd be like, okay, well, why don't we go ahead and state this right now? Be careful of the people that you surround yourself with. Yeah, poor I had no friends or relatives. Yeah, poor I needed to hug. I needs a hug. Aqua needs therapy, and so does Ruby. They all need therapy. Are we assuming that? For me, the age factor doesn't really matter so much more as the power dynamics factor at play, right? Why did the father do it? Probably to cover up evidence, or probably to try and go ahead and like keep control, right? Because information is a big factor of control in some way, things shape or form. Yeah, only God knows. But the main aspect is that there is a lot of like tendencies and habits. For example, people don't know this. People think, Ed, why are you predicting everything? My job is not to predict shit. I'm sorry. My job as a psychologist, and any good therapist, any good psychologist should first off be following a similar format. Second off, be telling you, we study the mind. Not just necessarily the human mind, but the mind in general, and habits/behaviors. Our job is to look at situations like this and understand them at their core and start finding out what is this person going to do next? Why? How is this going to affect them? Do they have cognitive distortions, and so on and so forth? And that's exactly where my mind is racing to at the moment. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly, Terrell. Exactly. Anyway, sorry, I don't mean to stall that long. You would do well being a wizard.
出産当日、何者かによって殺害された。愛の死を受け、アクアは一つの疑問を抱く。
情報提供者がいる。それも愛の相当近いところに。
僕らの
父親。そいつと俺に血縁関係がある以上、毛髪から遺伝。
Ain't this something? Ain't this a big reflection of what it's like still? Oh, I got shivers. Ain't this a big reflection? What's up, Tails? How you doing? Ain't this a big reflection of how it's like currently? Where Aqua is still stuck in his mind and trying to take everything down and understand what's going through. And meanwhile, Ruby's only, like, she's only looking through the window, essentially, outside to what's going on. Meanwhile, Aqua's in internal turmoil, you know, thinking that he has to handle this all by himself. Oh.
そいつと俺に血縁関係がある以上、毛髪から遺伝子検査で割り出せる。関係がある以上。
Did this turn into a crow? Just a random bird, but it's... Are we doing a second watch through for theories? This is the recap episode, Tails. Then I'm opening it up for you guys to pick whatever scenes you guys want me to go ahead and analyze and look at. Crow theory. Yeah, crows are important. Several crows. Yeah, in fact. Isn't it weird how the wings of a bird can make the star as well? A murder of crows. Yeah, a murder of crows. Oh God.
まあ生まれ変わってっていうのはあるんですけれども、またなんかその五郎とは違った人格。
He has been reborn, but it does seem that he's developing a different personality than that from Goto's. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, even for the voice actor, Aqua is a different character than Goto because he has a different personality. Oh. But it also states that we can't just use, for example, he can have Goto's mindset, right, as to what it means to be a doctor and whatnot. However, this is my big thing thrown out there. I'm just gonna be straight up about it. Guys, never downplay what a person's journey might be like and how their mental health might shift. I will never say you are your diagnosis because that is not true. You are not depression. You are not anxiety. You are not BPD or APD or whatever. You are an individual that goes through something like that, right? That has a diagnosis, but a diagnosis can change as well, right? For example, you can go from having like extreme anxiety with displacement issues to finally being able to go out and find something that you call your home and no longer having anxiety. Like, some diagnoses can absolutely change, but through that, your personality will change over time as well with new information being given. For me, this is highlighting something. For me, this highlights that the voice actor is taking this character and being like, well, they might have some semblances, like some similarities. Thanks so much for the stretch. The internal dialogue, the internal mechanisms inside their brain are a little different. And that's riveting. I'm not gonna lie, that is absolutely riveting.
人格も形成されていってるのかなみたいな、その僕の演じるアクアを形成する上では、その1話の内容っていうのは自分の中でなくてはならないものだなと思ったので、現場に可能な限りその出番がなくてもいさせていただいて、伊藤健人さんが演じる五郎と内山由美さんが演じる幼少期のアクア、いろいろな方々の織りなすドラマというか間近で見させていただいて、どういうふうにアクアというものが成長していって僕の演じるアクアにつながるのかっていうところを大事にしたいと考えて、いろいろ見させていただいて、生で聞かせていただいて、肉付けしていったという感じですかね。
In case you guys are wondering, no way does a voice actor do that. No way does a writer put psychological elements into a show. I've heard this. I've heard people throw this out there. I've heard people literally throw out there, oh, psychology and anime, there's no way. Guys, psychology is not just mental illness. Mental illness or diagnosis, guess what? That's the very, very last step of if you wanted to talk about a therapeutic psychological approach. They were putting in so much effort. Yeah, even the voice actor and everything, and it paid off. Psychology, right? Yeah, psychology is relationship dynamics, is your habitual forms, is why you, what your triggers are, how you cope with through stress, what, like, how you form propinquity, how you build rapport, what you like, how you like. It's understanding your mind, it's understanding your behaviors, it's understanding how you form connections, it's understanding how the ecology impacts you and how you impact the ecology. It's understanding why you as an individual are doing the actions that you do. Like, I've literally seen people throw out their arguments for this show, for Mushoku Tensei, for ReZero. There is no, literally stating, it is impossible for a therapist or a psychologist or someone to come in and analyze the show because there is no psychology or psychological elements in this show. And I say, you're wrong. I say, if you want to come and argue this and you come in and state that, I invite you to come and argue this, because I can bring up thousands. In fact, I can bring up a majority of all sources that are built up for peer-reviewed sources for psychology that say, hey, guess what? There is psychology in the media that we read. There's psychology every single day when you wake up and you decide to go on Discord and message or e-kid, and guess what? Even psychological elements off of your behavioral patterns can be analyzed through that, right? Give you so much perspective on others. Well, yeah, and that's what it should be. Psychology should be an aspect, a way of like relating out to others, right? And being there for others. That's why I'm a psychologist, right? This is why I've been working my entire life to be able to go through that. And moments through this, I think one big moment to highlight is even the actors. A good actor, a theater perspective. You guys see what I do, and I lined up closely with the Kane for whatever reason, because I use my psychology and my acting ability together to try and become like the character that I have to be, right? I don't know if Akane has any psychological background or not. I just know that she like literally dissected down a character in a very, very scary, similar way, which, yeah. But anyway, my main point is there is psychological elements at play here, and I'm trying to break that stigma. And it stinks to you guys. You guys are helping out a ton, because my thesis will ultimately be on how anime, video games, and media genuinely help in being and are a therapeutic source for a lot of people out there. How we get our emotions out, our negative emotions, and all of the emotions that we feel, positive and or negative. Sometimes, for example, sometimes you guys are watching this video because you guys want to have your mind riveted. Sometimes you watch sad reactors, emoji reactors who know how to cry, who know how to laugh, who throw a silly joke from time to time. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes we watch them because they can stir up an emotion out of us. Sometimes we play a video game that we know it's the 57th time we've run through that same scene, but we relate so goddamn much to that main character, and we play it because we know for a matter of fact that we need to feel something. We need to feel some sort of connection with others. Light novels absolutely count. We're reading stuff. Reading is a part of the medium. Sometimes we read to feel companionship. Sometimes we connect on Discord and Twitch and whatnot to feel that. And that is exactly why my medium and this community is here for this, right? Is here to go ahead and spread mental health elements, talk about mental health care, breaking down the stigma. This is exactly why we use Doritos on here. Talk about how to improve, how psychology and the field in general should be catching up and implementing more strategies like this, and not be stuck in the ways of video games are bad for you. Oh, maybe we should go ahead and stop all connections towards video games in their storytelling. No. Anime like this, Oshinoko, tells a great medium as to how Aqua can relate to so many people. How, so many video games out there are a coping strategy, coping mechanisms for people. And so on and so forth. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting, like, heated because I see people out there who say, oh, yeah, anime needs to be taken seriously as a medium. And then also join the stigmatization of, oh, yeah, there is no psychology in anime. And it's like, what? What? Anyway, sorry. Why don't we go to continue? It's just, yeah, for the voice actors, they put in a lot of work and all of that. Ray, I appreciate you a ton. You're wonderful. I appreciate all of you guys a lot. Yeah, any story, exactly, Sictor. Any story has it. So valid. Yeah.
12歳の若さでこの世を去った少女サリナの記憶を残すルビー。サリナもまた愛を浸水する一人。もっと動け。私の体。はあ、私も踊っていいんだ。
やっぱりやりたいことができなくて自由に動くこともできないまま亡くなってしまったっていう時の記憶っていうのはすごく大きいことですし、ルビーちゃんが今
Hold on, boys. Hold on, boys. Hold on, boys. All right. Everything's better now, boys. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm just saying that. Why are the voice actors fired? That's all I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen. Why are the voice actors fired? Oh, no. I'm just saying. Anyway.
今やりたいことに向かってまっすぐ取り組めているのはそのサリナちゃんのことがあったからこそこう頑張れているそのまっすぐさの一つの要因だと思っているのですごく結びつきがあるものだなと思って意識しています。
なれるんだよ。やっと私もアイドルに絶対ママみたいになるんだ。
こう声優と思っているのですごく結びつきがあるものだなと思って意識しています。
なれるんだよ。やっと私もアイドルに。
Okay, okay, Senor Pingüino's coming up front there. Better? That line, guys. I'm gonna be like mom. I'm just stating. I'm just stating, you know. One can only take. I can only cook so much. The Lord of Psychology of the Lord. Where the heck did I get the Lord? I'm thinking Elden Ring or something. The psychology of anime is what makes it great. I know. Japanese storytelling has been psychologically. Yeah, exactly. Ruby, I hate lies. Not her fault though. Right. Senor Pinguino just vibing in the background. Absolutely. But that's where I'm like, I'm gonna be like. Did you just say she wants to be? Oh, Mandel. No, you fucked me up, man. No. Oh, no. Not like that. That's fucked. That's fucked in such a funny way. But wow. Also, Nick, man, dude, thanks so much for subbing. I'm sorry if I didn't say that. Thanks so much for. Also, Lexi gave me a shout out. I didn't even see that. Oh shit. Hi. Thank you for the shout out wherever she went. She'd already been there and done that. Absolutely.
こう声優としてこの作品に関われるようになった自分の立場ともこうルビーちゃんには被るところがあるんだろうなというふうに思っているので考えながらも等身大で演じることができてそれが伝わってくれていたら嬉しいなと思っています。
アイドルは偶像だよ。嘘という魔法で輝く生き物。嘘はとびきりの愛なんだよ。
この物語で最重要キャラクターの愛。
私は昔から何かを愛するのが苦手だ。私は誰かを愛したい。愛する対象が。
Lexi shouted you out after the secret came out that you raided. Oh, you didn't even see that, Trumu. Oh, no.
欲しかった。アイドルになればファンを愛せると思った。心の底から愛してるって言ってみたくて。愛してるって嘘を振りまいてきた。
Right.
母親になれば子供を愛せると思った。私はまだ子供たちに愛してるって言ったことがない。
愛ちゃんっていう存在がなければ、もちろんこのもの。
Oh. I wanted to say I love you and have it come from the bottom of my heart, which is really like, I think it's insanely like, I know she said it because it was the last time she could ever say it, right? But the fact that she did say it is probably one of the most traumatizing aspects of this show. It's haunting even, right? On your deathbed, telling someone, I love you. Oof.
愛してるって嘘を振りまいてきた。母親になれば子供を愛せると思った。私はまだ子供たちに愛してるって言ったことがない。
愛ちゃんっていう存在がなければもちろんこの物語自体が動かないですし、愛ちゃんをこう母親として接している中で愛がアイドルとして活動している姿を見ていく中でやっぱりこう自分
Are we really sure that shot of her knee was needed here, Rudy?
いる中で愛がアイドルとして活動している姿を見ていく中で
Her face wasn't even in the picture here. Wait, hold on. What are we? Oh, animators. Oh, animators. The ruffles, Ed. The ruffles, right. Cameraman getting paid for extra. Oh, Ed, please. Como que por favor. Do you guys want to see one without the... Here you go. Oh, there you go. It's a bit sad. I didn't realize her act of love were more from action taking up. Yeah. Well, that's my thing. Like, non-verbally, she could have loved them, right? Absolutely. Because sadly, there are a lot of parents out there who do their best to provide for their family, but you will never once hear them say "I love you" verbally. Because for them, a lot of times the non-verbals mean a lot more than the verbals. But to their kids, their way of communication of love is verbally. So oftentimes you also have individuals like that who they're in their final days in their deathbeds, and they've thought they've communicated everything non-verbally, and their kids are like, "You've never told me that you love me," and it's a struggle. It's rough. Sleepless Cheshire, yo, welcome on in. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're practicing that self-care. Found your analysis of episode 1 and all the OP reactions. Found your takes really interesting. Oh, well, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're practicing that self-care. Ah, the Asian apology. Yeah, well, welcome on in. Give you a plate of fruit to apologize, but never say I'm sorry. Love languages can be hard to navigate. Absolutely, Prussian bot. Love languages can be really hard to navigate. And this is why talking about your communication style is really important. And this is why I always bring up, for example, I hate to go dark with this. This goes for YouTube as well, because this is, I had this discussion earlier with my teens in group session, which is, if you were to die today, do you have a plan in place? If you were to die, if you were to perish today, right here, right now, do you have a plan in place? Is there a plan in action for you? A lot of people don't like to think about it because you're young, because whatever, but you never know. Life can come at you so quickly. And death planning is super duper important. Well, it's for your family as well, Brewmasters. If you have siblings, what do you want them to do? Do you want someone to come through and delete your browsing history and, delete that special nuclear code folder that you have in your computer? Like what do you want people to go out and do? Clear out your phone history. My garage. Like what do you guys want to go ahead and do? And that's my big aspect. Without going into a dark matter. So for example, I have a set plan, right? Because you guys know I'm taking meds and whatnot, and if something were to ever happen to me, either through a car accident or whatever, my brother would come on here and make an announcement. He would probably tell the mods, right? Because he has access to my computer and he has all the passwords needed, right? He would make an announcement, and then more than likely everything would start getting deleted in terms of like what was on my computer. That is a plan for at least you guys being aware of that. And there's more things that come into place, such as like, for example, do I want a funeral? Do I want a celebration of life? I want a celebration of life. I want something to be silly, something to be out there. I have set plans as to what happens. If that were to happen, Taro, if that were to happen, I have a friend that would come through and clean it all up, or do exactly the things that I had planned. So it's just like, what do you have planned in case you were to pass away? Do you have a plan for it? And do you have a plan to talk about it? Because this is an uncomfy conversation that a lot of people never prepare themselves for, and it's already too late by the time they start thinking about it. Anyway.
でやっぱりこう自分ルビーちゃんの中でアイドルへの気持ちだったりとか愛への気持ちっていうのは本当に大きくなっているものなんだなっていうふうに。
でもやっぱり一番核になる部分はやっぱり愛の存在だとは思っているので、そこをでもしっかり生で高橋理恵さん演じるお芝居を聞けたっていうのはすごく大きかったかなと思います。やっぱり1話ラストの愛のシーンっていうのをアクアを演じる上であそこが全てと言ってもいいぐらい大事なシーンなので。
ルビーの遊戯会の踊りよかったよ。
私
さ、ルビーももしかしたらこの先アイドルになるのかもって思ってて。アクアは役者さん。2人はどんな大人になるのかな。
Oh, bro, not like this.
これは言わなきゃ。ルビー。
Not bad.
アクア。
Nah.
愛してる。
No, my heart. This breaks me. I can't. Oh, I walked in at the wrong time. I can't do this anymore. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. What's interesting though is in a weird in an interesting and symbolic way even, Aqua is covered in the blood of I. It's very symbolic to think about it that way, yeah. Hey, what's up? Just my crush. Just crushed my heart, why don't ya? But no, like, straight up, Aqua is covered in I's blood. In the blood for revenge, in the blood for what he needs to do, and so on and so forth, like... Oof. And Ruby isn't, yeah. And Ruby's like, you know, protected behind a shield there, yeah. Imagine the guilt, the survivor's guilt that must come from this. And this is another aspect, and this is why I will normalize Aqua at this point in time, because people are like, people mentioned in the comments, and I read them, by the way. I read the ones that the mods don't kick off. There was someone that messaged me and was like, "How dare you?" Right? They sent me this, and you're like, "How dare you delete my comment?" or blah 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 blah. And I was like, "Who? Who are you?" I don't mean in a bad way. I just mean like I never got to your comment. Like the mods take care of the comments before I even reach them. And when it comes to a situation like this, one of the big points that they were pointing out that's important that they meant like that they messaged me about was like, you seem to look at Aqua in a negative light, which I don't, right? My main thing is manipulative behavior in by itself, positive and or negative, right, is still manipulation nonetheless. A person, I never define a person as bad or good. There's a world of gray. And when it comes to the actions that are being taken, right, when it comes to the actions that are being taken, survivor's guilt is a big factor for individuals, and trauma off of that is a big factor for individuals overstepping their line and doing some rather dangerous stuff towards everyone. My heart hurts for Aqua. It really does. And I empathize the living fuck out of like, I can't even imagine what he must be going through, because I've only, like, I work with a lot of kids who have gone through some similar stuff with losing a loved one right in front of them and so on and so forth. And it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to get them down from the path of revenge. To get them down from the path of, I need to hurt others. Because hurt people hurt people. I hate to put it this way. Hurt people hurt people. And in this case, yes, Aqua is might hurt others. But again, it's until he realizes that he needs help that change might start to happen in that way. Passing on the trauma. Yeah. Yeah. This is why I will always say, whenever you go through a major event of trauma and you don't take the time to heal from it, or to go to a therapist or mental health counselor, imagine taking your hands and sticking them in paint, right? And every person that you come in contact with, right, you might give them a high five with that paint, and that paint is still going through, right? Because you might be trauma dumping, you might be accidentally like oversharing, and even through this, hey, I'm gonna throw this out there, right? You can always change who you are. Your actions do not define whether, like, your actions in the here and now. If you're thinking about change, or your actions in the past, and you've thought about change and whatnot, I don't think you are a bad person if you've ever thought that. If you've ever gone through something really bad and you're like, I hurt my partner, I cheated on them, I did this or did that, what are you going to do to be better? What are you going to do to be better for yourself? Have you forgiven yourself? And have you started to take the steps to heal? Even if it's not cheating on a partner, but say breaking the trust of a friend, or hurting a loved one by lying to them. I'm not even talking about physical actions. I'm talking about emotional actions. Have you taken the steps to start healing from that for yourself? And this is a big, me earlier. This is why I throw this out there to you guys. And a big thing is, have you told yourself literally out loud? Have you said, I am not the person from my past. I have grown. I forgive myself for my past actions, but I will be better. It's up to you to define what route you want to take. It's up to you to define how you want to grow and how you want to advance and what you want to go ahead and do. But do not think The you from 2 years ago, the you from a year ago, the you from 30 days ago is a different you than the you that is here and now. Ed, can you move on and be okay? You can, Kaiju, absolutely. You can move on with just living with it. And that's a big point, Kaiju, because I've had this conversation with people as well. You don't have to always forgive yourself, right? But you can live on with the aspect of trying to go ahead and be better in that case, Kaiju. Because that's a big thing is sometimes individuals like to think, oh, once you forgive yourself, chapter closed and you're able to move on. No. If you've ever lost a loved one, you know that it's not just one day you wake up and the pain is gone. It's you live with that pain for quite a bit and it starts dampening itself, you know? Yeah, yeah, and sometimes it might be a little bit hard to be empathetic. Anyway, Kaiju, I'm glad. I'm glad, and I hope that letting go of the past, for some people, it's letting go of the past. For others, it's others. What's the schema that causes hurt people to hurt people? It's not so much the schema as it is more of, I don't know how to put it, as generational trauma, right? Or the fact that like trauma in of itself makes us go out and like unknowingly hurt others because we don't know what healing is. And change a lot of things. Yeah, just because tomorrow comes doesn't mean yesterday. Exactly, poor Frosty. Why School Kong? Because if you're not aware of the issues that are happening within you, how are you not aware of what's being passed on, right? For example, I'll throw this out there. Had an individual come to session and they haven't been able to get in a relationship since their past relationship, right? And they're trying. They're dating. He's in the dating phase. And he mentions every single time I get close to someone and they check my phone, I freak out. I freak out because I feel like they're gonna hit me. And I cut contact immediately. They might be the most wonderful person in their life and they had the most greatest date ever, but because of a previous relationship where they would check his phone every day and try and see who they're messaging and whatnot, and hit them if literally legitimately hit them or do something to them if they were messaging people that like they weren't comfortable with, like in terms of friends, not even relationship or partners. Now they've grown this, and now because of that, because like it's been quite a number of years that this has been happening, they're going on dates, and all of a sudden that person now might be hurt because all of a sudden they just see it as ghosting. They might go on a couple of dates and be extremely into it. He might leave his phone out on the dinner table and it might glow by a Discord notification, and just because it glowed and the other person sitting across saw it, all contact cut immediately. And for him, he's like, it's fight or flight. And for the other person that's on the date with them, it might just be like, I was really getting attached to you. And yeah, that's sort of what I'm getting to. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. No problems. No problems, School Kong. Good question. Good way to get me to share this. Hi. Bruh. Oh.
研ぎ澄まされた時間を過ごしているような収録だったなっていうのがずっと記憶にありまして、ルビーちゃんとしてもやっぱりあのシーンがなかったらこの今後が動いていかないところはあると思いますし、なんか言葉にするのはすごく難しいんですけれども、感覚として突き刺すようなセリフもそうですし、空間としてもなんか演じてる側としてそんな印象があって、それがきっと伝わっていってくれたらいいなっていう風に。
You did a fantastic job. Not this, no.
生で聞かないとことにはっていうふうにはずっと思ってたので、こう生で聞かせていただいたっていうのが、僕の中でその復讐心っていうものを演じる上で、一番大切で大きい瞬間だったかなと思います。
Oh.
母のようなアイドルを目指すルビーと母の復讐を果たそうとするアクア、対照的な道を歩み高校へ進学することになった2人。ルビーは養母である斎藤都が運営するかつて愛も所属していたいちごプロダクションで本格的にアイドルを目指すことに。
いちごプロは十数年ぶりに新規アイドルグループを立ち上げます。
一方アクアは役者ではなく裏方として芸能界へのコネクションを作るべく。
Isn't this the TV that we see in the MV? Wait. Hey, yo, Ed, Bing Bong, what's up, Knock? Isn't the TV behind... Hold on. It looks... If it is, does the director have something to do with I? Hold on. This looks exactly... Whoa. In my perspective, this looks like the little TV that's in there. Very frisky towels. Thanks so much for following. I appreciate it. Because if it is, does the director have some secrets that haven't been explored yet? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute, senor. Hold on.
数年ぶりに新規アイドルグループを立ち上げます。
一方アクアは役者ではなく裏方として。
Oh my god, I want to fucking pull it up. I'll pull it up after this episode, but if it's something similar, my mind is racing towards like the trope of, not even the trope, but like the aspect that the director might have more to do and might actually have something that brings together Ruby and Aqua here. Oh, yes, because this is the director's room. Can't really see through the mesh. All right, I'll take it off for a second. Bam. There it is, right behind Aqua. Right behind Aqua, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, how many minutes are we in so far? A good amount, I think. So I think he probably knows I better than we think. Probably, Tails. Probably. At the rate that this is going and sort of the aspect that it's throwing it out there, my mind is like,
芸能界へのコネクションを作るべく、かつて子役で出演した映画の監督を務めた五反田大使の下で見習いをしていた。
また役者やる気になったんじゃないのか？
俺にとって役者というのは単なる手段だ。愛を死に追いやった男。俺の父親を見つけ出して愛の受けた苦しみを味わわせるための。
そして二人が通う養豚高校でとある少女と再会することに。
Guys, let's get some Doritos in the chat. Kana's about to appear. Ladies and gentlemen, Kana's about to appear. Doritos. Oh, her eyes just, oh.
入学おめでとう、アクア。あとルビー。ここは日本で一番見られる側の人間が多い高校でもあるわ。歓迎するわよ、後輩。
I mean, I find, okay, hold on. This shot is something. Interesting enough that we see fountain water flowing underneath her legs, right? The skirt, all of this, but okay, sort of that power dynamic. I know, Rudy. I'm just curious as to Jesus Christ, Ed. What are you guys talking about? When the stopping, right? But my perspective out of all of this is, it's interesting how she's perfectly in the middle, in between a light and a shadow building. If we're gonna go through a symbolic aspect as to what someone pays attention to, it's like even an aspect like this, right, where she's perfectly placed in the middle, in between the darkness and the light that is being shown there. This is the God shot, right? Right.
芸能界へようこそ。有馬香奈。かつては売れっ子天才子役として人気を博したが、成長するにつれて仕事が減っていることに危機感を抱いている。
It's an identity crisis, let's be honest here. What Kana experiences is an identity crisis, and I think even there's a downside to the mirror exposure effect, or through extreme propinquity, right? So, in case you guys don't know, the mirror exposure effect is the more that something is introduced to you, the more likely you are to go ahead and like it, right? Same thing with propinquity, which is the more time that you spend with someone, the more that you are prone to go ahead and enjoy that individual's attention. That intention can even turn into feelings of romanticism, right? Or romantic perspective. However, it does have a negative effect, right? Which is if you're not allowing other people around you to shine as well, and when it comes to like the propinquity effect, right? Or mere exposure effect, say that it was only, let's say that we were all in a room, right? Averona, Shake Shat, Forecast, Devalia, everyone, right? We're all in a room. And like Averona keeps getting 100% in all of his tests, and we're all struggling. And yes, Averona might be the friendliest person out there, but what happens after the 8th time? Averona might be seen as a threat. Averona all of a sudden goes from being this friendly individual that is being introduced into the system here to being a threat, because all of a sudden he's not allowing others to come up with him and or heal, right? Does propinquity lead to attachment to someone or something? Absolutely, Ayaki. Propinquity is just a fancy way of saying why we attach to others, right? So the amount of time that we spend around others, it's the psychology behind why we attach, right? And how we attach to others. Have a good night, Nick Mirror. Stay safe. Appreciate you. Why is scheme behind the scenes? Yeah. And I get isolated and vilified and all of those things. Yep.
アクアはカナのことをどう思ってるんだろうって、なんか僕はでも原作を読みながらいつも考えてましたね。そのぐらい結構そのルビーに対する態度ともまたちょっと違うし、アクアとカナが一緒になんか話してるところって。こうなんか小気味というか、アクアもちょっとペースを乱されるようなキャラクターだったりもするんで。
へえ。ねえ。
Aqua is a character whose rhythm gets thrown off a bit. Does Kana only do that to you? Wait a minute. Hold on. Is Kana the? I love how the voice actor is like, yeah, I read the manga and I'm trying to stay up to date with the source. So that way he can give you the best portrayal. Wait a minute. Does that mean Kana makes your heart go doki doki? Is this a canon ship from the voice actor here? But why best baking soda girl ever? I mean, his whole mojo got broken by Akane. True.
役者やってないならなんで監督のとこ出入りしてるの？本当は演技教わってるんじゃないの？でも嬉しい。まだこの業界にいたんだね。
アクアにとってやっぱりこう京アマでの共演っていうのがきっと大きな、かなとこれから接する上でのその大きなきっかけというか、また特別な機会だったんじゃないかなって思ったりしますね。
まだ役者決まってない役あるんだ。偉い人に掛け合ってみようか。
それなんて作品？
今日は甘口でっていう少女漫画が原作のドラマ。P の冠城さんには可愛がられてるから、私。
冠城？フルネームは冠城正也。
Wait a minute.
これは愛が妊娠以前に使っていたものだ。その携帯には十数名の芸能関係者のメアドや電話番号が残っていて、その中の一人が。やる。プロデューサーに連絡してくれ。
愛と親交のあった
一人が。やる。プロデューサーに連絡。
I was really trying to see who the background photo of the director's son of this is. Sorry, my mind is racing right now. Why are we being shown this? And we're probably going to get another one at the very end of the season. But why are we being shown this? This is a question that I'm being asked, right? Because you have to think about it. Nothing is shown without a reason. And this is being highlighted in a way so that way we don't just get the actor's inside look, but we're also being shifted narratively, like, to see some important highlights on this, right? There's a gun on the wall. Kyle's! I always get excited whenever I see Kyle's name. V, what's up, V? All right, mods, can you shout out Kyle's, McGiles, and V, please? They're absolutely incredible. Oh, yeah, V, thanks so much for the raid. How you doing? I didn't even see it. Hi, I hope you're doing well. To everyone that's coming in from V Stream, hi, how you doing? My name's Ed. I'm a psychologist. I'm sure you know me, or you've seen me in V Streams. I don't know what else to say it. we're analyzing Oshinoko at the moment. This is just a recap. And oh my Lanta, what an end to the stream. That sounds interesting altogether. V, what though genuinely, what's up though? You doing okay? How's everything been? I hope you're doing okay. And like that's really background detail. And yes, a gun is on the wall, but also if you decorate it, you would play for an anime. It doesn't take away the fantasy. I'm hungry. I forgot to eat. Well, go eat. Go eat. Ve, come por favor. Go get some good food. And and also, if Puppy goes live, I have some notes for Puppy. I'm still here just lurking. Also, yes, hi to V's community. It's too late. Too late. Hey, what's up? Oh, what's up, Tech Knight? How you doing? Appreciate you. We're going deep into this recap. And I'm still a little thrown back. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also I have a Ko-fi set up. If you guys ever want to help out, it's there. I went home for now, but she'll be back Sunday night late. Ooh, I have some words for Puppy. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Anyways, with that being said, this is something altogether that's striking me weird and striking me off, which is why are we being shown what we're being shown? The anime could have skipped this, right? They could have given us another episode, but instead they decided, thank you so much, V, appreciate you. Go sleep. Thanks so much for bringing your community over. I promise I'll take care of them. At least I'll try to. Why are we being shown this? This for me means that there's a highlight of importance in here.
連絡してくれ。愛と親交のあった冠城に近づくため出演を決めたインターネットドラマ。
One star.
そんな顔してて楽しいな。
俺の女に手を出すな。
はあ？なんだてめえ。
お願い、二人ともやめて。喧嘩はやめて。
That hurts. That hurts. I gotta rewind it though. That hurts. When people are like, Ed, what do you do on stream? This is what they think. This is what they think.
愛と親交のあった冠城に近づくため出演を決めた。
My teenagers think that this is my teenagers that go to group therapy for me, right? This is where like, oh, Ed's probably like this, like on stream, just.
そんな顔してて楽しいな。
俺の女に手を出すな。
はあ？なんだてめえ。
お願い、二人ともやめて。喧嘩はやめて。なんていうかひどいね。
ストレートに言い過ぎよ。
うっさいわね。そんなこと言ってたの？死ねよあいつ。
作中で描かれているルビーちゃんとカナちゃんのこの関係値っていうか、アクアお兄ちゃんに向ける感情というかこう態度とはまたちょっと違うけど、でもそのなんかずけ言うこのルビーちゃんのところは変わってないし、なんかこう、許してというかそういう空気感でお話をできる関係値っていうのは出来上がっているのを見て、ルビーちゃんにとってカナがいてくれて本当に良かったなって思う存在の一人だなってこう演じてて思います。
I feel like this is something that I called out when we were doing the episode analysis for that, which is it feels very much like Ruby is not taking into account that she's a senior or younger or whatever. She's just being herself around Kana, which is genuinely helping both of them be able to grow. And in a situation like that, that's sort of what you should strive for, right? This recap is a lot more interesting than I expect. I didn't expect this much of an emphasis as to what may come and what's out there, you know? And that's why I'm like, for me, I feel like I'm on the right track with some of these characters. I made a lot of wrong analysis and stuff, because I always do. I'm not, like, as I said, like, some behavioral patterns easy to recognize, others not so much. But through this, it's like, okay, so that means that I'm like sort of on the right track for at least Ruby. I think this is 9 anime.
今回のドラマはこれから売りたいモデルをとにかくいっぱい出してイケメン好きな女性層にリーチする企画なのよ。演技力は二の次。
それにしてはお前の演技ぬるくね。
抑えてるに決まってるでしょ。メインキャストの中でまともに演技できるの私だけなのよ。こん中で私がバリバリやってみなさい。他の役者の大根ぶりが浮き彫りになっちゃってブリ大根でしょ。
ブリ大根。
私だって全力で演技したいわよ。誰が楽しくてわざわざ下手な演技をするっていうの？ずっと仕事がもらえず、ネットでは終わった人扱いされて、でも稽古だけはずっと続けて、何のために努力してるのかわからなくて、何度も引退って言葉が頭をよぎって。だけどこうやって実力が評価される時期が来たのよ。本当に続けてきてよかったって思った。
Hold on. Quick, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna leave it like this. I gotta go pee real quick. But I'm gonna come back and then like take it a couple seconds back because this just sparked a question for me. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I is back. Anyway, sorry. Akane equals chair. Nay. Het is Nate. Akane. Chair stream. I know streamer where. Incredible analysis. Mind equals blown. Oh god. All right, let's back it up.
ネットでは終わった人扱いされて、でも稽古だけはずっと続けて。
So here's my question for you. At what point did Akane start acting? Probably since she was a child, right? Señor Pingüino, te voy a poner acá. Okay. Señor Pingüino, safe. Hold on. There you go. Because y'all like to be super protective of Señor Pingüino. Dale, Zelda, dale. Dale la trifuerza que puedo darte. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right now, what's essentially happened is we had, right, Kana at the top of her career as a kid, and she started going and fell all the way down, right? On the other hand, we had Akane, who was literally probably a no one, and just and oh wait, oh, wrong way, and went all the way up. Is there feelings? Oh, what's up, Starlex? How you doing? How you doing, Stars? Is there feelings of jealousy in there? While I was falling at my free fall from not getting jobs and stuff, you started taking away my position. I was a child genius actor, and all of a sudden you're now the genius actress. I, you know, so on and so forth. And if there is a rivalry there, what's gonna happen now that this intersection here is now Aqua? What's gonna happen now that this intersection right here is now Aqua? They have this rivalry. Oh, that don't matter. That don't. What my mind is going to immediately is, oh, you've already taken one thing I wanted to go ahead and do and be, and now you're going to try and take something that I care about. There might be feelings of inadequacy, feelings of jealousy that start to pop up. Oh, I'm not going to give in. You know, that's ooh, another note for the ceiling. I know, another note to throw out there in the ceiling. Well, my thing is, it's a cross comparison as to likes and dislikes and interest and goals, right? And oftentimes we do this to see what goals will eventually crash into one another, if you're not careful, or what interests will crash into one another if you're not careful. Can you go back to where the lights are showing? Absolutely, Carnage. Hold on.
リ大根。
私だって全力で演技したいわよ。誰が楽しくてわざわざ下手な演技をするっていうの？ずっと仕事がもらえず、ネットでは終わった人扱いされて。
I'll be honest, it's a very low feeling. Sounds good, Stars. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Stay safe. It's a feeling that hurts, where you feel like you're not really growing, when you're sort of stuck at the will of demand of others, where you're trying your hardest and your best, and you know you're still at the very, very bottom of everything, and all people want to do is just like, oh, I wonder where she went. Wow, I wonder if they're dead or whatever. Stagnation's only to be able to watch other swords. That's a battle and a half. And even this is why I say thank you to everyone that's watching, because there are thousands of channels out there, YouTube and Twitch. I'm gonna relate this one to Twitch for a second, then I'll relate it to YouTube, where a lot of people get less than a couple of viewers, 3, 4, 5, 6 viewers. They struggle. They've been on here for years, and for them, you know, they're trying and they're trying, and some of them are still trying to reach affiliate, but they'll never be able to, or they might not be able to, or they might have just sunken into a learned helplessness mindset, and it hurts sometimes. And this is why I tend to go ahead and do a lot of the self-care Dorito raids that you guys, in case you guys don't know and you guys are on YouTube, I like to go ahead and start off by recognizing a new streamer or content creator, someone out there that is currently live, that has an amazing community, but maybe doesn't have a lot of views, because the struggle is real. And for a lot of these people, they have amazing potential. They have potential to literally do absolutely incredible things, but they never have any eyes on them or anything to catapult them forward. And it sucks. It sucks. And I know, because I've been there. I know because I've struggled. I know because, for example, even with the YouTube section, for a good period of time, and even still, sometimes I think about it, I'm like, maybe it is affected, where the YouTube channel was hacked. And even before then, like, you know, I didn't really have a lot of time to put into the YouTube side of things, but the YouTube channel was hacked. And then afterwards, getting everything back started up and started and running took forever. And even if we were to put out a really, really good quality video, it'd be hard to get some views some days. And it'd be hard to go ahead and like get people are like, oh, you didn't even pop up. You at least got one guy to go follow. I know, and I'm glad, because my overall purpose is bringing, like, I believe that rising tides raise all ships. And that means that as I lift myself up, or as others are like, you know, as others like, yeah, I was hacked, Kyle's, by Tesla, the evil Tesla overlords, but it really threw my channel into a chaos mode for a second there. And it was a lot to handle, because it's like watching all of your life work just be drained, and you're just like, whoa, I know I just started, but still, that's quite a bit. And then it's like, what do you do from here? Yellow, we're in the middle of this recap here, and for me, this is one of those moments where, looking back and reflecting, I'm like, I'm amazed at the growth that's happened, and I'm amazed at, like, I thank each and every single one of you guys genuinely from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here, and thank you for following, for all of you guys that follow and subscribe and whatnot, because it helps. It helps. It helps a ton. Even just saying hi or bye, or even lurking, or even just being there, like, it helps a lot. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, for example, for me, a conditioned response that sometimes it's just like, No, Raylight, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Uh, Literally, thank all of you guys, Ioki, whatnot, for coming on to stream. Even on the hype and not so hype days, because let's be honest, some streams like it might not be the anime you want, but still, even lurking for me, it helps a ton. It means that hey, you're doing something right. Hey, you're evolving, or hey, you're doing content that's helping people out there. So I appreciate all of you guys. One conversations in the safe space. Oh, thanks, Flyby Voyager, dude. I appreciate that a ton, and that's my thing is I want this to be a safe space for everyone, even those lurking, even those that don't like my content as much. It's fine. Um, it's a safe space for everyone to be able to go ahead and voice their thoughts and opinions, and even have disagreements. Because providing a safe space is not refraining people from speaking their thoughts. It's like not attacking one another. It's being respectful to one another and all. Ray, oh, dude, if you ever need to vent, like, I have a thing there, like, like, especially on the Discord, if you ever need any form of venting or support, we're here for you. And I'm glad that my analysis have helped you guys, at least in some way, shape, or form. Because at the end of the day, that's sort of what I wish that, like, the analysis, the whatnot, helps someone along the way. Anyway, with that being said, honestly, I like hearing what you say because it really gets me thinking about both the anime and sometimes even my own life. I never like to vent my feelings online, but I did it multiple times on YouTube Cam and even Twitch with you because I felt safe, and it really helps because I don't have anyone else I want to talk about. Well, I'm glad you feel comfortable, Destro. At the end of the day, like, that means the world to me. If you feel comfortable enough to share your opinions, to share aspects as to what you think is cool, what's not, what's going on in your life, whatever. Thank you. Thank you for being vulnerable, all of you guys, and thank you for trusting me and for being open to having conversations like this. Because yeah, so yeah, and yeah, that's all. I'm not gonna cry. I'm just gonna say thank you, thank you. Senor Pinguino, you want to say any words? They gave you the word puzzles. I try to come when I can, but it's a mix of sleep time zones and difference. Oh, real right. No worries. Even just popping in, and even just like when you come here, just saying that, man, it's awesome. I appreciate you even just saying that, man. That's amazing. Thank you for being here. Chumu, I have definitely found it easier for things to myself in relation to someone else when I do it. Yeah. Ike, to be honest, I'm on the recipe of disaster for myself in terms of mental and physical, but you always telling us to do the self-care really helps. Oh, well, Ike, thank you. And I hope that you are doing self-care, guys. Practice that self-care. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are breathtaking. And this is why I say this community is built from you guys to you guys. I'm realistically, I'm only a vessel, dude. I can leave the chair here and comfortably know that you guys in the community are probably going to be okay with one another. I can literally just disappear and be happy knowing for a matter of fact that, like, all of you guys in there would probably treat one another with respect. Sometimes laugh at each other, but whatever, right? I should get a therapist and then I'll put it off forever again. Budget self therapy. I mean, sometimes, right? Sometimes. I felt immediately welcomed by the community. Well, I'm glad, and all of you guys should feel that way. And also, guys, in case you guys are wondering, in case you guys are like, but you attack some of the anime characters. No. And also, I can't moderate what people say because that's not what a safe space is, right? I shouldn't be trying to police what people say and don't say. People can have opinions, but when people start attacking one another in a really nasty way, that's when we step in and that's when we say, hey, what are you talking about when you mention this? What do you say with this? What does it feel like Ed giving dad vibes with this speech? Oh, wow, I think so, man. If every therapist was like Ed, it would be amazing. Oh, Raylight, stop. You're amazing. Anyways, why don't we go ahead and continue? Y'all are too great. Y'all are too amazeballs and everything. I appreciate y'all. And I hope that in the future orientations, no matter where we go, no matter what may happen, y'all know that you guys are truly the moving factor for this channel, the moving factor for the Discord, for the community, for everything, whether it's on YouTube or on here. It's thanks to you guys that we are able to keep this a safe space and able to go ahead and do everything the way it's done. And with that, hold on, hold on. Did you really just follow me, Lexi? Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest follow us here. Hey, yo, Lexi, what's up? How you doing? Yo, in case you don't know who I am, which I'm sure you don't. Hi, Lexi. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hey, I'm a psychologist, dude, and I tend to go ahead and lurk in people's streams and whatnot. And I was lurking in your stream for a bit. And I just wanted to say you're very, very entertaining content creator. You're amazing. And I honestly, I think you're going to blow up, dude. I think you're absolutely going to blow up. You're so incredible. You're so entertaining. And literally my community, I was like, dude, you guys have to see this. You guys have to see this person. I know your mods are amazing for that auto block that happened, but still, you are so entertaining. Keep your head up, dude. You're I can't even say this enough. I go by and I check out a lot of channels that are growing and all of these wonderful things. But yours just stood out. The way that you talk to people in their community, the way that you were able to go out and do certain things. And this is not me trying to butter you up. This is me just being straight up honest with you. You have a lot of amazing talent. I think the community fell in love with you. You're amazing. Keep doing what you do, Lexi. You're absolutely incredible. And if you ever want to be on, just to introduce you to the community, let me know. I'd be more than down to have you on here and showcase you to others. Super Six, thanks so much for all the subs, man. You're incredible. I love you, man. You're amazing. Anyways, with that being said, all right, shall we get back to Oshinoko? Guys, can we give a shout out to Lexi, please? One of the mods, that would be wonderful. Please, please. Let me get off my soapbox for a second. Oh, man. Man, even Senor Pinguino's over here all tearing up and shit. I know. Y'all are amazing. We have the Riz Queen, the Riz King. We have Lexi now here. We have Kyle's or I. Everyone, damn. I'm trying my best to grow as a small artist, so this was shocking. Dude, I gotta commission you for something. We'll talk, dude. We'll absolutely talk. But yeah, you were at least at the very beginning, it was 150 plus. So a good number of people got to go out and see your content. I'm glad that you stopped by to say hi and all of that. But absolutely, I would love to have you on. If you're ever comfortable, let me know. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I want to showcase people the way that I showcase others, and bring you on and be like, look at this person, follow, amazingness. Yeah, definitely. VTuber Ed, not so much for VTubing, but I'm trying to go out and get a new starting, ending, mid scene, whatnot. Best way for me to put it, because you guys already know that this is about mental health and the concepts and all of that. But anyway, also, what do you do for self-care, Lexi? I know you deflected that when I asked you in your chat, but what do you do for self-care? Anyway, let's go. Emotes too, yes, touch me.
何のために努力してるのかわからなくて、何度も引退って言葉が頭をよぎって。だけど、こうやって実力が評価される時期が来たのよ。本当に続けてきてよかったって思った。
有馬かなっていう名前は一応世間に浸透してるし、事務所抜けて。
And this is sort of where it sucks, right? And this is a big area of empathy that I can start off with, because I know I mentioned this in previous streams, but for me, this is what makes me connect with Kana a little bit more, which is I've had people literally say, start putting me down as an individual, as even a psychologist and whatnot. They're like, oh, how can you be a psychologist and be chubby, right? Or how can you be a psychologist and be brown? Literally, I've had a person come in here and be like, you're not a psychologist, or you're not a therapist. You're Mexican, or you're brown, or you're this, or you're that, and it's literally, I've had people jump on stream and say that. Well, here's the thing: is that's the most I'll take it. Yeah, and even point out to another therapist friend that does reaction content and be like, that's a true therapist. Yeah, we went to the same school, idiot. And the fact that a lot of people still base themselves on occasions like that, and they'll base themselves on, what does that have to do with it? I don't know, Ray. Because apparently being super duper skinny or unhealthy or in some way, shape, or form That's sort of what makes you good or a therapist or something, right? But you're right, I'm not a therapist. I'm a psychologist. I do therapy because I am trained as a therapist as well, but I'm a psychologist because I'm in my PsyD program and I have my licensure for all that stuff. So that sort of a step up, you know. I'm just pointing that out there. But with that being said, it's like there's a lot of nasty people out there who will try and shoot you down just because they don't like certain aspects of you, or maybe they'll even try and use you as forms to go ahead and grow. And it's rough. It's rough sometimes seeing people highlight aspects or have double standards or throw certain things out there. Oh, thanks, Verva. I appreciate it. Victor, yeah, no, he's great. Thank you guys. What is the difference between a therapist, a psychologist, and a psychiatrist? Interesting question. Okay, a therapist is just a master's level individual. Best way for me to put it. Anybody that says that they're like a therapist for the most part, for example, that's why you see a lot of my titles be psychologist, does this or whatever. A therapist is like 99% of the time is just a master's level individual that is doing therapy, right? Or counseling. They might have some sort of licensure attached to their name. That's okay. The psychologist is someone that's in their PsyD program 99% of the time, or has like received special training to get their psychology license in the state that they're in. So majority of the times it's individuals that are in their, you know, in their doctorates, that they're trained in therapy, right? So therapy is already like the baseline, but they've already specialized in that area and they're doing their doctorates or have already received their doctorates. Those are psychologists. That means that they're able to go ahead and do assessments, diagnosis, a lot more than therapists are able to go ahead and handle. A psychiatrist, on the other hand, and this is something that I find weird, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. A psychiatrist does meds. At least in most states in the United States, a psychiatrist, all they do is meds. And I always find it weird when a psychiatrist tries to be a therapist. Because they're trained more so through like prescription purpose than they are through an intervention purpose. And I always find that interesting. I'm like, what intervention are you using? And they only know like one of three, and if that, it's like, or like, you know, 1 out of 12, and it's like, is it possible to be a mixture of all three? Well, you'd have to get different licenses. So you'd have to go ahead and become a psychiatrist and study to be a psychologist. So you'd have to have like a double degree in that, you know? Yeah, it's like a double major in both of that. Why aren't they called drug dealers? But anyways, I hope that answers. I thought the prescription was just like a minor added on top of the major of psychologists. No. You have to specialize as a psychiatrist in the way that medicine affects the brain, right? Medicine, prescription, not really counseling purposes. Well, here, a psychologist has their doctorates. A psychiatrist is usually one that goes to med school and it has their doctorates for prescription of medication, for the most part. Told the class of psychology is a level 3 science. Things in physics are like level 5. I'd call BS on that because we have neuropsych and that's what they're doing to study AI and consciousness. So I'd call BS on that on your professor on that one. Anyways, with that being said, why don't we go and hop back into it? Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. Anyway.
だけどこうやって実力が評価される時期が来たのよ。本当に続けてきてよかったって思った。
有馬かなっていう名前は一応世間に浸透してるし、事務所抜けてフリーになってギャラもただ同然でネームバイト使えたから得したよ。まあ演技にうるさいのだけ面倒だけどな。
Trumu, yes. Hold on. Trumu asked a really good question before we continue this. Would you say a psychiatrist should work with a therapist or psychologist for the best effects? Yes. If you're taking medications or if you need medications, yes. However, I will say this, and this is the sad part. This is the sad part, and I'm about to get into a lot of trouble for saying this. Hey, yo, if you're a psychiatrist, take your time with your fucking clients. Take your time with your clients. Hey, you scheduled them for 30 minutes? Stay with them. The 30 minutes. They're paying you for that time. Stay with them for that 30 minutes. If a psychologist or a therapist goes in with the client to try and talk to you about what's been recognized listen. Listen to what they have to say. I know some of you guys are paid by, like, you know, whatever. The reason why I say this is because sadly, in like a lot of the experiences that I've had, is psychiatrists will rush you and they'll just give you the same prescription, and if it's a 30-minute appointment, in 5 minutes they're done, but they'll charge you the full 30. And you're like, what the fuck? And even if you're like, wait a minute, my therapy team, my case manager, my psychiatrist, my psychologist diagnosed me as having this, or that, and it's different from what the meds are for. Oh, well, I don't really see that. And they'll just go off of their own diagnosis. And sometimes a therapist or psychologist has to step in and be like, look, this is what we're seeing. This is what the assessment shows. Oh, we only have, like, oh, well, I've already filled out this prescription. Yeah, we still have 25 minutes left. We're having this conversation, or we're talking about, like, potentially getting your license removed. Like, I've had the same experience. Yep, that's my life right now. Yep. Anyway, sounds familiar. Is it okay to overshare? Feel free. You can share as much as you want to share, you know? And this is a big aspect like this. Are psychologists or therapists supposed to redirect you specifically to a psychiatrist in case they think you need meds? No, that is the job of your case manager, FBI, for you to get that assessment, and then for them to start setting up that care aspect for you. Because at the end of the day, you are the one that has to be able to go and take the meds and whatnot, not us. You say collab between your Brady and Ed. Brady went to the same school as I did, and he actually started off because of this channel, dude. Best way for me to put it. like he literally did, like, in case you want to check out Mushko Tensei episode 16 and 17. That's sort of like where Brady came in for a big reaction. There's a lot of videos with me and Brady. Yeah. Brady and I are colleagues from our master's program. Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, you guys ready? Lucky enough to have same friends, same psychiatrist for oh, good. I know when you hate on ball. Any tips on what to do with a psychiatrist who isn't listening appointment after appointment? Absolutely, you change psychiatrist. You ask for a change. And I'm sorry, Oshinoko, but this is also important for you guys to be able to realize what to do, and especially for Kana to be able to what to do, right? Like, you should be able to go ahead and ask for a change in psychiatrist. You should be able to go ahead and ask for a change in psychologist if need be. I went to a psychologist with specialty in cognitive behavioral therapy. He referred me to a psychiatrist for meds for depression and ADD, but I still have therapy with a psychologist, which is good. You should, because it takes a while. It takes a while for everything to kick in, and also meds aren't going to fix you automatically. You have to have at least the psychological aspect of everything. Anyways, are you guys ready to continue? All right, let's go.
本当に続けてきてよかったって思った。
有馬かなっていう名前は一応世間に浸透してるし、事務所抜けてフリーになってギャラもただ同然でネームバリュー使えるんだから得したよ。まあ演技にうるさいのだけ面倒だけどな。
適切な評価なんて与えられる方が稀だ。採取も終わったし、目的は果たした。
Here's a question for you guys. And how did he know what cigarettes to get?
まあ演技にうるさいのだけ面倒だけどな。
適切な。
They're warm and new looking. Okay. Chat. Let's play the guessing game. What cigarette are you getting? Ladies and gentlemen, what cigarette are you going to get? The one on the left. Okay. Is that your pick? All right. Anybody else? The one closest to the opening were... Okay. All of them, says Selena. The one near the hole. Okay. The closer to the center one. Studied which one he smoked, the moist ones. This is gonna suck, right? But in case all of them were lit, how would you pick which ones to go for? In an evaluation as to like what it means to grow and evolve or whatnot, realistically, you are gonna have to pick some up and like test them and see which ones are still warm, which ones are warmer than others. The bottom left screen, all of them. You should have tested them all. As long as he doesn't put them in his mouth and smokes them to see if it's that one. I know we can't test temperature but still, I think that's actually a genius. You guys quickly saw through it. Test to see which ones were still lit, which ones were going through something.
採取も終わったし、目的は果たした。せっかくだから、めちゃくちゃやって帰るか。
いよいよアクアの出演シーンの撮影が始まる。
お前、そばで顔見るとブスだな。加工しないとこんなもん。
おお。
なんつったんだ。聞こえなかったか。そんな女守る価値ないって言ったんだ。この子は俺の大事な友達だ。
He triggered him. Let's go.
すごく原作っぽい。
ほら、場を作ったぞ。やりたかったんだろ。本気でやってみろよ、有馬かな。お前なんて誰にも必要とされてない。身の程わきまえて生きろよ。夢見てんじゃねえよ。この先もろくなことはない。お前の人生は真っ暗闇だ。仕上げだ。有馬かながうまく泣いてくれれば。
それでも。
Oh,
それでも。
I can't.
光はあるから。
I can't. She's like the girl that heals your heart. She might be a bit soon, but she heals your heart. Oh, fuck, dude. I feel like I need the alkaline, the kana. Oh god. I feel like she's the girl that just like softly pits your, like, you know, it's like, here, lie on my thighs. I'll go ahead and, like, you know, rub your hair so you can feel better, or give you a small massage. Oh, dude, Kana's winning my heart with the scene. Hold on, I'm reevaluating myself for a second. I'm wavering, boys. I'm wavering, but who heals her heart? She's not very soon towards Aqua. Oh, anyway.
原作ファンや役者のファンのみが視聴を続けていたコンテンツ「京アマ」の最終回は大きくバズることも話題になることもなく、狭い界隈でひっそりと熱烈な称賛を受けた。
一方、ルビーのアイドル活動は。早く私をアイドルにしてよ。せかさないで。アイドルグループ作ります。はい、オーディションってわけにもいかないの。
いるじゃん。フリーランスで名前が売れてる割に仕事がなくて顔が可愛い子。
星野ルビー。なんでかはわからないけど。
My interest in all of this is still the fact that because he might have not have done this with bad intent, right? This might actually have been just a genuine thing where it's like, oh, she's cute. He realizes that her career is sort of dwindling, and then five-heading this through like a deeper perspective. Thanks so much for the follow, Blitz the Storm Striker. Like, he might be thinking, oh, okay, maybe this might put her back on the limelight, and maybe like if their idol career takes off, and say that for whatever reason in the future they're no longer together, like say they're in their 30s or 40s and they're no longer together, she can still pursue like film acting or theater acting or anything like that because of the growing popularity of that the group had, right? To do improvs, yeah. And he'll come around. Akana's, I know, we're still not even at Akana yet, brother. He also trusts Kana. Yes, and that's that label of trust as well. I think he's using her. He can be using her to protect you. You can have multiple instances. Kaiju, thanks so much for the follow or for the sub, dude. I appreciate it. You're wonderful. Have some Doritos. Hold on, I'm dropping some Doritos. Thanks so much for the sub, everyone. You guys are wonderful individuals. Aqua thinks Kana is suitable for idols, but kind of, yeah.
この子からは天才アイドル愛を彷彿とさせる何かを感じる。芸能人としての嗅覚がこの子に可能性を感じてる。
妹とアイドルやってくれ。有馬はそこらのアイドルよりずっと可愛い。
Hey yo.
でも
Hey yo.
アイドルやってくれ。
Aqua, the Riz Lord, coming in here and dropping him. This is where SP picked it up. I see. A spiritual analysis here. A spiritual otaku studied the Aqua technique of Riz. I see.
有馬はそこらのアイドルよりずっと可愛い。
でも
頼む、アイドルやってくれ。
何度言われても無理なものは無理。絶対
いちごプロへようこそ。
Oh, fuck yeah. Hold on, boys. Hold on. Are we doing it? Are we going full? We're doing it, boys? Let's go. All right, let's go. I wish I could do the exercise, but I'm limited in space here. All right, you guys ready? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. What did I press? What did I press? No. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, you guys ready? Set. Let's go. Well. Oh, boy.
こうしてルビーとアイドル活動を共にすることになったカナ。
いちごプロ所属星野ルビー、自称アイドルです。
有馬かな、自称アイドルです。こんにちは。
私たちの名前は B 小町。
それ
All right, I'm backing up safe for free. Ooh, ooh. The nose look like eyes. The glasses. Oh god. Okay, let me back it up here. I think with B Komachi though, hold on. I think by her literally labeling, yeah, reusing the group name. This is another big one, right? Reusing the group name. What is this calling out? This might be calling out the older members of the group, right? But this is also like unintentionally could call out or bring attention from the dad. And that's one big aspect that I'm like, It paints a huge target on them. Absolutely. A live action of his Yoi. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, anyway. Anyway.
それ大丈夫なの？
なんか本当にこのルビーちゃんの良さと強さがよくわかるシーンだなっていう風に思いましたし、サリナ時代のこのゴローに対する気持ちっていうのもすごく大きいことではあると思っていて、
愛ちゃんのことは世界で
良さと強さがよくわかるシーンだなっていう風に思いましたし、サリナ時代のこの
How the fuck? Her feelings towards Goru back when she was Serena was also a big factor. How is she gonna react? Hi Ray, how you doing? How is she gonna react when she finds out that the doctor's gone? The doctor's dead. Wow, okay, hold on. Because my thing is just playing Serena as Serena, right? And then like coming on through and Serena like literally being like, oh yeah, involved with the doctor and those memories, but all of a sudden being like, I'm playing Serena with her feelings that still affect her as a big factor. That's some next level stuff, dude. The key is that she said she loves the doctor almost as much as I. That's still a lot, dude. Absolutely. I'm wondering if this is not gonna throw Ruby through a spiral right now. I'm genuinely wondering, are we gonna see her realize the doctor is dead and start sending her mind twisted into a dark paradigm where it's like the people that I love have died, you know, and then if she does come to realize that Aqua's sort of manipulative and kind of like dark, has a dark side to it, I wonder if she's gonna be like, and I can't trust nobody, so I have to take things into my own hands. Like, you know, oof. Is she gonna share that with her brother though? I think that's when they figure out. Yeah, this is a big mess waiting to happen. I think the way that the actors have set everything up is just a big giant mess waiting to happen. There's so many Chekhov gums up in the door. It's literally who's gonna get the first one and shoot.
このゴローに対する気持ちっていうのもすごく大きいことではあると思っていて。
愛ちゃんのことは世界で一番好きだけど、先生のことも同じくらい好きだよ。
どこかでゴローは生きているっていう風に思っていますし、アイドルに ルビーちゃんがなった時にこうゴロに見つけてもらえるように B 小町っていう名前を名乗っている。
She named herself that so that Goro, the doctor, would find her. She definitely thinks she chose to call themselves Bikamachi. Oh, she was waiting for the doctor to reach out. Oh, this hurts. Oh, mi corazón de tanto amor, me dices tú, se marchito. Oh, dude, I'm gonna start singing Selena songs now because this hurts. Oh, because they're both fans. She's trying to hint who she is. In case you guys don't know, Selena is essentially the Tex-Mex idol in Mexican American / Latin American culture, who was also taken away by a fan. You know, who was killed by a fan. And let's just say, oof. Oof, the Tex-Mex eye in a way. Yeah, truly. Oh, man. That's right. Yeah. Selena. Yes, I was. No. That's why I'm thinking about this. And I'm like, there's layers to this, right? There's layers to this because there's a lot of trauma that's probably going to come out of this. The moment that she discovers. And could she even find love that way? More Mexican American. I don't think she's known down here in the South. Well, I mean, she's very, very popular in I guess some areas of Latin America. I wasn't expecting the word Tex-Mex to be followed with such a tragedy. It is a tragedy. It hurts, man. It hurts. Well, I mean, that's sort of what the big aspect of that was first thrown out there, like Latin mix music or something like that. You know? But wow, what we're oh my god, I can't even say it. What we're gonna see is probably a disparity in the propinquity of paradigm shifts. Really fancy words, essentially stating we are gonna see despair happen because of her putting Goro on a pedestal and it cracking down. Therefore, who does that leave on a pedestal? But maybe her brother, possibly, if that. And if her brother's down, evil or something, then is she even good to begin with? Does that make her even real to begin with? Oof. Oof. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway.
っていうのは絶対にあると思いますので、なんかこう B 小町っていう名乗るいろんな意味の強さが込められているシーンだなっていうふうに思います。
そして冠城と接触したアクアは
番組に出てくれたら愛の事務所も知らないディープな裏話してあげるよ。それこそ愛の男性関係の話とか。
Hey yo。
恋愛リアリティショー。今からガチ恋始めますに。
My love with the wizard begins now. I have 9 wands to give, and there are 10 of you active. I'm sorry, but you did not get the wizard tonight. The wand tonight. Oh man. Oh, okay. Don't give me ideas. I will make it happen. Akane is also. The wand, yes.
出演することに。
住ゆきです。
熊野信之です。ダンスが得意です。
黒川茜、高校2年生。
I can't. Acting as a student and actor. Oh, I can't. Akane, do you want all 8 wands? I'll give you 8 wands, Akane. I'll give you 8 wands, Akane.
役者です。
高3のメムチャです。YouTube で配信してます。よろしくね。
Also, she streams on YouTube, but does she make videos for YouTube?
森本健吾、バンドやってます。よろしく。
I'm in a band.
アクアです。なんかめっちゃ緊張するわ。
Oh, the acting. I'm feeling really nervous. It's nice to meet you. Also, yeah, let me back it up here.
高校2年生、役者です。
高3のメムチャです。YouTube で配信してます。よろしくね。
18. 18. 18.
森本健吾、バンドやってます。よろしく。
アクアです。なんかめっちゃ緊張するわ。みんなよろしくね。
True. Out of all of them, Aqua does not state his profession. Everyone says they're a YouTuber, they're a student, they're a model, they're in a band, they like to dance. Aqua does Aqua's doing something very intelligently, right? And I wonder if Aqua has studied some sort of psychology or maybe read up on a book or two, which is quite literally like, it's called minimal information sharing, right? Which by being overly big and or misdirecting at times, you can go ahead and pick and choose what you share. And this is extremely big, extremely important for individuals that want to go out and control, even unconsciously. This is not even me saying it, oh yeah, Aqua's doing this on purpose. No, even unconsciously, this might be something that's already embedded, that it's like, all right, you only get to know the facets of a lie that I want you to know. Therefore, you do not know the real me, because if you know the real me, you can harm me. Very similar to I, if you think about it, because I had a very similar train of thought or a thought process regarding something similar like this. How many of you do something like this? I'll be honest, I do something like this at work. Like, dude, with some of the people there, I'm sorry, I'm in and out, and there's high turnover rates or whatever. So sometimes I'm there and like I'm like, oh, so how's your day going? And I listen to their story and they tell me all about their life. And I'm like, dude, I really appreciate you sharing all of that with me. Hey, I gotta run because I usually have a session that I have to go to. You know, it's not because I don't want to share. It's just like I don't have fucking time. Yeah, I've got most people on a need to know basis, right? But isn't that also because he doesn't think of it? Could be Walking Dead. It could be that the insecurity that pops up that he doesn't feel that he's a proper actor, so he doesn't want to go and give himself that label as an actor. But at the same time, being an actor means you have to acknowledge the mask that you're wearing, and it draws attention to him. Yep. Hi, I'm Aqua. You might remember me as that stalker from Sweet Today or that creepy kid from a film 10 years ago. Yeah, I bet it's don't reveal yourself. You call yourself an actor. Keep up the mask at all times. How exhausting would that be for Aqua, though? How exhausting do you think that would... How exhausting is that for you guys? Anyway, they probably assumed that he was an actor. Yeah, probably. Probably.
しばらく番組を一緒にして打ち解けてくると、各々のキャラクターが見えてきた。うまいやつ。
Yeah.
裏表ないけど味があるやつ。
Okay. I didn't even go this hard, Aqua. Wait, hold on. I didn't even fucking go this hard, Aqua.
して打ち解けてくると、各々のキャラクターが見えてきた。
I didn't even...
うまいやつ。
Those who were skillful, which is true, they know how to navigate the scene. My dude's just fucking roasting his ass. Holy fuck. Those who were not two-faced yet are still distinctive. So are you calling the others two-faced? Oh. Dude, he's just straight up like those who were not two-faced yet, but they're still distinctive. Like, I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. He recognizes. Yeah.
モテないけど味があるやつ。番組映えが悪くて出番が少ないやつ。
チャンスだって言うのにこれっぽっちも目立ってない。マネージャーのお前がしっかりしなくてどうする。
私が不甲斐ないから頑張らなきゃ。頑張って爪痕残さなきゃ。
Yeah. But I mean, legacy is a big thing.
番組でアピールをしようと空回りをする黒川茜。
Yeah.
そうやって簡単にひっついてやり口に品がない。
人気急上昇のモデル角由紀の顔を傷つけてしまう。
茜。大丈夫だから落ち着いて。
Yeah, guys, trigger warning for what's to come. If you need help or anything, please do go seek out some help from professional areas. If you type in !help, hotline will appear. I will also state this, guys. I gave this warning. There were people... I don't even know how to phrase this without landing in hot water somewhere out there with some of the other content creators or reactors or whatnot. Immediately when I heard, hey, there might be a trigger warning, I was like, let's go all out. I was like, make sure that everyone's covered and that everyone has something there. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Akana must be protected. Yeah. But immediately when I heard the trigger warning, I was like, okay, we have to have all of our bases protected in case somebody needs it, because I genuinely care about you guys. And there are a lot of people out there who are like, nope, this doesn't need to happen. This doesn't need to whatever. And then weeks down the line, you see something pop up, and it's like, trigger warnings are important. We don't know what might trigger a person. Even myself, if I trigger you accidentally, I'm sorry. You know, and it's real. How like the comments are real. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, Destro. I've even still to today, you know, I've done an analysis. I did like a 4-hour analysis with SP, Espiritu and Moshiko Tensei and some other stuff. And there are people that still throw out same kind of things just because they would rather, for example, I make a lot of wrong predictions. My job is not to predict, and I always state this, but they would rather attack than try and empathize and see where maybe something's coming from, and see that it's not magic or voodoo hoodoo or, you know, someone reading ahead or anything like that, because it's not. A lot of this is just based on studying routines and behaviors and all of this stuff. But some people just really want to go ahead and call out some mean comments. Some people just really want to go ahead and trash and do certain things. And sometimes seeing those comments, you're like, it can tear a person down. It can really tear a person down. It can deviate a person away from what needs to happen. It can absolutely destroy a paradigm as to where you were and crash you down to an area where you're not supposed to be. Yeah, it's something else entirely, which is why I will always say, number one, yes, be careful who you follow. Right, of course, always, where you get your information, all of that stuff. But number two, make sure that you are okay in the process. Make sure that everything's going okay in the process. And make sure that if you're not okay, you get some help. And that's a trigger warning I'm going to go ahead and give you off for this, because Akana's journey is a real journey that I think a lot of people have gone through. I know I've gone through this with Akana. Like, you know, I empathize a lot with Akana's journey because I've been on the receiving end of the stick. I've been shit on quite a bit. I've literally been like the guinea pig for a lot of people, and I hate to fucking throw it out this way, but there are a lot of people out there who let's say me being the like, I think I was the first psychologist out there who was actually doing React content analysis content, and I was digging the way, right? For a lot of people, I'm still like that individual that's like with the psychology title, that's digging a lot of like new ground and stuff. And oftentimes it's like, okay, I'm the guinea pig, where if I fuck up and I get all this hate, they'll just take another one. But if they don't agree with something and they're like, no, 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 and say that it all goes well, they'll just jump on it, and it's their idea, it's their mindset, it's their this, it's their that. And and it's not just that. It's like, and I'm not just talking about psychologists, by the way. I'm talking quite literally about the sphere in general. I'm talking about people out there who are afraid to go against their community's wishes. If I don't like a show, I'm going to tell you guys straight up, I don't like a show. If I feel like a show's taking too long, I'm going to tell you guys, hey, I feel a show's taking too long. If I've seen a show, I'm going to tell you guys, hey, I've seen a show. This is not because I want to go ahead and milk a show for you guys, or because I want to go ahead and be on your good side. This is because I want to be real with you guys. Yeah. Well, it's not just skin color, weight. People have literally said, for example, Brady, streamer, right? Friend of mine, one of my best friends. He's a therapist that graduated with me. We both did a master's program together, right? And people have said literally, oh, you're not a therapist, he's a therapist. And the qualifications would fall under really, really rough segments of saying, oh, this, oh, that, oh, because you can't be doing this because you're, you know, because the way you analyze stuff is scary for us because of this, because of that. And it's quite a bit. It can be quite a lot, you know, especially to take on, especially when people like are fully involved in a specific community, and they come and trash, or they come and try and like target me, and then they're like, wait a minute, you know, you see it and it's like, we're part of this, like, we graduated from the same school, we did the same things, what are you talking about? But of course now I'm in my doctorate's program, so it's a lot different. But with that being said, Raylight, dude, I appreciate you so much. I hope that you're doing well. I hope you practice that self-care. Go to bed. go off in a bit. Oh, I appreciate you. Yeah, yeah, we're always here for you. Take care, be safe, Riz Queen. But any of that have to do with the professional. Putting down others is an easy way to make yourself feel better. Absolutely, Walking Dead. And that's sort of where it's just kill them with kindness type of thing. Be nice, be open about it, but at the same time, be open to, for example, if you guys see some rough comments, let me know. They gotta compare the GPAs, the dozen to the decimal. I'm gonna sleep. I'm going out for the day. Okay, go out for the day. Be safe. They're hateful and just want to be terrible. That's not a reflection of you at all. You're a co-person who works hard and obviously cares of them. Well, thanks, Tails. But one of the big aspects through this is some people just want to go ahead and some people forget that we're people behind the screen, behind everything. And it's scary sometimes. It's scary how seeing this, not just for myself, but for others, the hate that comes through. And honestly, Tails, it means a lot, and I'll give you proper love and support and everything in a second, because it hits my heart a lot to have you guys as like a good support and a good foundation, because it's not just me, it's like other people out there, other people, bigger content creators who might unknowingly, just by saying, oh, I don't like this person, their fans start hating on them. And this is not towards me, but towards others, or people who might come on and this is an aspect that I'll go ahead and label out here. It's a safe space, yeah. But if you're gonna promote, like, don't promote here. It's a safe. If you want me to go ahead and promote you, then let me know, or I have to know you to be able to promote you. But there are times where people come in and that's all they want is not even so much to go ahead and like look at the content, but just to promote another individual out there. Which cool. We all have likes and preferences and whatnot. But also try and be nice to one another. Follow the rules. Say something. Someone mad at me once. Better feeling I got. Never thought someone could get even... True, Mr. Yak. Hurt people. Who knows what people are going through. Exactly. Hurt people hurt people. Exactly. But that's why it's always take an empathetic lens. See, okay, is it valid criticism or not? Or are people just reacting this way because to them this is the way that they were trained to react? For YouTube, I'm going to throw this out there. A common comment that I get is, why don't you follow the YouTube format? Well, I can't. I'm on Twitch. And in fact, thanks to the editors that these videos get on YouTube. I wish I could, but my internet is garbage. The reason why I look down to my left is because it can go out at any second. I live out in the middle of the desert, and sometimes I'm lucky if I get 10 megabytes per second download speed. Not even upload, download speed. Upload speed, I'm lucky if I get 2 or 3 or 4. So it's thanks to the editors that these videos get put up on YouTube, and sometimes I have to wait a day or maybe 2 for a full video to go up. But that's what I'm saying is I can't follow the YouTube format if I'm on Twitch, and vice versa. If I'm on YouTube, I can't necessarily follow the Twitch format. You're doing good at the YouTube format in your mind growth. Well, thank you. That's sort of what it's designed for. And thank you, editors, and thank you, Pro, for keeping, updating everything and keeping everything, like, uploading everything as fast as you can. Anyway.
みんなの期待に応えようとして、ちょっと向いてないことしようとして、なんかわからなくなったんでしょ？
本人たちの中では解決したことだとしても。
障害族は適されないたのに氷山この人は勘違いされるカメラが黒川茜
それをネットは許さない。
人間のすごくうーっとくるようなところをこう描いている演じてる姿を私は見学させていただいていたんですけれども、なんかこう見ていても本当に改めて考えさせられるところだったなっていうふうに思いますし、そういう世界のことを今の私が知ることができたのが本当になんか意味があったことだなっていうふうに思いますね。
SNS で誹謗中傷を受け、心身ともに衰弱していく茜。
This is also something that I find interesting. And I wonder if this is just a language choice, or like not a language choice, but like
ことだなっていうふうに
the narrator here
ますね。
scares me a little. Maliciously slandered on social media, Akane grows weak in mind and body. It's not weakness of the mind. becoming a danger to self or a danger to others is not because you're weak-minded. Now, I wonder if this might just be a mistranslation or whatnot. Or maybe this is the way that they use to reference it. It's not weakness of the mind as it is being pushed to a limit, you know, being pushed past that limit. Psychologically speaking, we don't even say deterioration of the mind because your mind is not deteriorating, but it's quite literally being triggered, and it's going into a crisis moment, right? The reason why I'm saying, as a psychologist, I find this language interesting is because if you're a danger to self and they say that you are weak, it makes me wonder what mental health care looks like. In Japan. Because as a psychologist and as a therapist and working in the health field, we would never say a person is growing weak or a person is weak in the mind. We would say a person is going through a crisis moment, a person is triggered, a person is, you know, you can even say like if their mental health is deteriorating, you could probably say that. Yeah, I can probably agree with that. But growing weak makes the person sound as though they are weak in and of itself. Because that's hard to hear. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying is I wonder what healthcare looks like in Japan. And if that's the case, it comes into mind. If there are professionals in Japan that are mental health professionals, how does social media, anime, and whatnot view to them in this case, right? How have they been trying to push to find more standard for themselves, or are they just accepting what's there? Because I'll be honest, I'm gonna be 100% honest. If I was over there and I could make a changes and impact and whatnot, it's number one, stopping the oppression of sexuality, because that often makes people deviate into different forms of sexuality present, right? Oppressing sexuality in general can be really, really harmful. The words that are being used to describe some professional language can be pretty oof. But it's hard to believe that this isn't their mindset, because the suicide rates are staggering. Overworking and the mindset of doing more work than the body and mind can handle just to fit in. Yeah, Japan isn't all, but no country is all roses, to be honest. And I think that's a big thing is people expect like their dream country, their dream whatever, to be all roses and everything. But yeah, hides murders as suicide.
SNS で誹謗中傷を受け、心身ともに衰弱していく茜。
Mental breakdown, okay.
落ち着け。俺は敵じゃない。頼むから落ち着いてくれ。
そのアクアは結構冷静に物事を見てるところはありつつも、でも結構熱い気持ちに揺り動かされることもあるんだなっていうふうには、その茜との一件でちょっと感じましたね。復讐心とはまた違った炎が燃え上がった瞬間。
The flame to protect. A different flame of desire. Oh, of a desire for revenge ignited. Ooh, okay. The moment of a flame different than that of a desire for revenge ignited. I like how the translation on top is different than the translation at the bottom. Because one of them can be read as the desire to protect, or a different desire appeared once the moment that he stepped in to save Akane. Which is, honestly, I can see that. I can see him not wanting to see what happened to others, right? But the bottom subtitles read as though it was a different desire from that of a desire of revenge. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Yeah. A flame of desire. And also, hold on. That's beautiful. What hoodie is he wearing? When he's a stalker, when he has to play an evil role, he's wearing a dark hoodie, a dark everything. But now he's wearing a white poncho and a white hat to save Akane, who's wearing dark. the color schemes that they use in this, it's almost like an angel hugging her and pulling her back. Oh, knight, yeah, a knight in shining hoodie. He's got some strong lip. It's not the first time. There's also a situation with Kana. He hadn't intended to do anything besides getting exactly. So there's been time and time again where he's stepped up and he's tried to protect as well. And somewhat of a doctor, he doesn't want to let it could be, absolutely. The scene is really beautifully written. Absolutely, Ray. Absolutely. This scene is one of those, it takes my breath away a little bit to see even like the color schemes and whatnot that are being used here. I'll be honest, this scream here gets to me. Trigger warning. Really, really severe trigger warning. When I attempted on my life a long time ago, there was a primal cry, that, like an internal guttural cry that came out of me that I've never experienced in my life, and I hope to never experience again. And it's one of those moments where from the, and it could even be from the deep bottom of your soul, either not going through with it or whatever, like it's just a deep internal cry. I don't even know how else to put it. A scream, a yell, everything that's shaking you down to, absolutely, Tails, that's shaking you down to your core. I tell this story because I think this story is an impactful story that a lot of people think, oh, you know, no way could you go through something like that. It's like, yeah. For me, that was a crisis moment. For me, everything that had led up to that moment was quite literally me falling into a deeper and darker hole and attempting and then failing and feeling like a failure because I couldn't even go through with something like that. And then the regret that comes through with trying something like that. And then, you know, the regret of even thinking of trying something like that. And the guilt associated with so on and so forth. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot that a person goes through. It's a lot of internal cries, internal screaming. It's a lot of, you know, a lot of internal introspection. I've heard the regret cries. It really messes with me, but I have to continue on as normal the next day. Yeah. And this is something that which is why I always say talk with your friends, guys, because during that time period, literally all of my friends were believing a narrative, or people that I thought were my friends were believing a narrative that wasn't even true, which later came on to light, right? I felt alone in the world. I felt like I had no one. My family, the only thing was like, pull yourself up by your bootstraps mentality. Oh, it's been 2 days. Why haven't you healed already? It's not their fault for not knowing mental health concepts. And at that time, I was barely, you know, getting my bachelor's and all of that. But it takes a lot. And your journeys are unique. And you're not going to heal overnight. And you're not going to get up magically the next day and say, I'm better. No. It was a struggle. It is a struggle. This is why I say, hey, if you're watching this and you relate to any of the characters on here, and you're even watching this stream, I'm genuinely proud of you. I'm proud of you because I remember shutting myself off and not trying to watch anything, not trying to eat anything, watching only media that would go ahead and reaffirm my biases to what I was feeling. If you got up and you even like started walking around, dude, I am so fucking proud of you. If you got up and you made your bed and you took a shower, dude, I am so fucking proud of you. If you went out and ate something, and even if you had to scurry back into your room because you weren't comfortable with interacting with others, that is a lot, and you are fucking brave. There are so many people that downplay the small steps. There's so many people out there, even professionals, that downplay the small steps that is true depression, that is truly going into the deep darkness that anxiety and depression and society puts on us, that they don't even count. Which is why I'm saying, even you, that's you know, in a dimly lit room, currently watching this stream, thinking I'm just gonna watch something just to try and feel something. I'm proud of you, and you can change. It's not gonna be an easy journey, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say it's gonna get better overnight. But I do promise you this: if you keep doing what you're doing, and you keep your head up, and you keep, I'm not gonna say keep your head up, but if you start reaching out, if you want to make friends, if you need to vent, this community is here for you. If you need support, this community is here for you. If you need someone to just be like, dude, you did that first step, I'm here for you. Dude, I love you. I appreciate you. I don't even know you. And you might be saying, dude, there's this random crazy guy on the internet, this random crazy wizard or whatever, that like, all he does is stream and talk about psychology and whatnot, that's saying this. Yeah, but I do mean it. I don't know you, but I love you. I don't know you, but I'm proud of you. I don't know you, but I genuinely want the best for you, and I want you to go ahead and be able to succeed. And I want you to look back 5-10 years down the road and be like, I've taken some steps to recovering. Or maybe even be fully recovered if that's the case. But I want you, I want the best for you. And I want you to know that even if you're struggling at the moment, and even if you feel like you're alone, that you're not. And that anime can heal, and that video games can heal, and that we're all there for you, and that I'm here for you in case you ever need it. With people in my life. Oh, Siri. No, you guys are wonderful. We want to be the ideal form of ourselves, often fall short, but we have to reach where we get. Exactly. Exactly. And that's why I'm saying we are proud of you as a whole. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. I haven't gone out to touch grass for months. And that's okay, Passy. Dude, like sometimes it's pitch black. Even if it's pitch black's unknown, dude, sometimes it's flyby, dude. Voyager, dude. I'm glad that at least like it's impacting someone. But yes, even if it's pitch black, if it's just the TV or just the monitor on the side or whatever that's helping you out, if it's helping, or if you're comforted or any way, shape, or form, I'm glad. But also, please, in case that you are better, make sure that your oxygen mask is on first before helping out others. And if your oxygen mask is on first and you feel comfortable, reach out to your friends. You never know how much one sentence of hi, how are you doing, can change your life. Anyway, sorry guys. I always feel like I...
俺は敵じゃない。頼むから落ち着いてくれ。
そのアクアは結構冷静に物事を見てるところはありつつも、でも結構熱い気持ちに揺り動かされることもあるんだなっていうふうには、その茜との一件でちょっと感じましたね。復讐心とはまた違った炎が燃え上がった瞬間っていうのもあったりして、そこは
In case you guys are wondering, and Ray, the reason why I apologize for that tangent is probably because I've now learned. It's like a learned response, and I guess if you really want to go and take like a cognitive distortion to play, here's one. In my earlier streams when I was doing ReZero and Moshiko, even not even Moshiko Tensei, I think this was ReZero or whatnot. Even Moshiko Tensei, some of the comments in there would immediately get mad or angry the moment that I tried to go off in any direction, any tangent or anything like that. And so it's became a learned response for me to go ahead and like immediately jump in with like, oh, I apologize about this. Let's go ahead and go. And even if it has a lot of weight, you know, and I think it's important, yeah, it's like an immediately, oh shit, yeah. Exactly. But thank you. Thank you guys. Lena Cat, have a good night. Appreciate you. Oh, you're gonna lurk. Appreciate you a ton.
はなんかまたアクアの一つ魅力的なところ。
No worries, Relay. No worries. Thank you for calling me out on that. I think that that's what helps me, you know? Oh, touch me. For being the Roxy in your life. I'll always be your Roxy if you need it. Yeah, I'll be here for you guys.
出てるんじゃないかなって思ったり。
Dude, send the huge text. Send huge audios. That's what I'm here for. I live for huge texts. I love you guys just like actually being comfortable and sharing and being open to everything.
しますね。うまくいくかはわからないけど、ここからが本当のリアリティショーだ。
Oh, let's go, Aqua.
なるほど。つまりアクタンは私たち目線の今勝ちをやりたいんだ。へえ、勘どころ悪くない。
共演者たちの協力を得て真実の動画をバズらせたアクア。いける！これいける！きたー！
9 anime legacy lunatic. Or
この動画
lunatic.
は24時間後に7万4000リツイートを達成。黒川茜のイメージを変革すると同時に今勝ちの人気を決定。
This face for me is what solidified Aqua as like not just in his path for revenge, but also like him in his own process of self-discovery. Like even unbeknownst to him, where he genuinely wants to protect as well. As much as he wants to, like, you know, get his revenge or whatever, he also wants to protect. Never forget Nana's 18, true. You can genuinely see that he cares. And yeah, that's oof.
続けるものとなった。炎上騒ぎはある程度の収束を見せた。
本日より茜ちゃん復帰になります。
行くぞ。
これからはさ、茜もちょっとキャラつけた方がいいんじゃない？アクタンはどういう女が好み？
太陽みたいな笑顔、完璧なパフォーマンス、まるで無敵に思える言動。
I can't wait for the next episode.
Can't wait for the next episode.
やってみるね。
愛の真似なんて誰にもできない。
Sure about that? You sure about that?
眠いんだよね。収録早すぎてさ。
You sure about that?
もうカメラ回ってる
？Don't reestablish why you stole my heart in the first place. Don't reassure why you established my Don't reestablish why you took my heart in the first place. No, no, Freud is salivating at this moment. Bro, she could take my heart.
7話がああいう引きで終わりまして、じゃあその後は悪はどう動くんだろう。恋愛リアリティショーはどういう結末。
I know how the reality show's gonna end. He's more than likely going to end up with her, right? Because at this point in time, now this is a point of growth, right? Now Aqua has also realized that there's an attachment point present here, i.e. whenever you've seen someone that you can totally relate to that comes into your life and all of a sudden they're starting to meet a lot of the qualifications that you've already talked about and they're hitting that and you don't know why you're starting to naturally become attracted to them. Guess what? You're more than likely going to become anxiously attached to this individual or have some sort of an attachment to them. You might even question why this attachment is present there. My main fear out of all of this is that their attachment becomes real, but then they start faking it. Once they start faking this attachment, it resolves into his avoidant attachment, right? Starting to mix it with her anxious attachment, and him only avoidantly attaching with her because of the resemblance towards his mother, because of the rise in her popularity. Because all of a sudden, hold on. So what you have here, right? Now my mind's going fucking wild. My mind is going a million miles per hour here. Hold on. Let me know when you're back from the ads. Also, Kyle's is here. Kyle's is amazing. Yeah, my brain just exploded when he asked this kind of question. Which is... I'm scared. Okay, you're back. When an avoidant attachment style individual meets up with an anxious attachment style, what happens? The lover boy syndrome. Avoidant attachment styles tend to go ahead, and in case you guys don't know what lover boy is I come in, I show love, and then I back out a little bit because I'm scared of getting attached. I come back in, I show some love, a little bit of love, just enough to keep you attached, and I back out because I might be this is not just all avoidant attachments, but this is just individuals on the extreme side, more so towards individuals that have had extreme trauma, right? Which is sort of what happens. Now, when it comes to a situation like this, all of a sudden I'm thinking, Aqua has two individuals, one that has shaken his heart and one that has shaken his soul. He has Kana, who has shaken his heart, and Akane, who has shaken his soul, right? Kana, who has come in, and I'm wondering how far this is going to go. Is this going to break down Kana if she has to suffer through moments like this where he might show acts of kindness, acts of love, acts of everything, and she might be like, oh, maybe he really does care, and all of a sudden, boom, he rushes over to Akane's side. How would that do for her? And for Akane as well, how would this game go? And even for Akane, if we're talking about in a situation like this, I think that they might end up together or forming some sort of a relationship, even if it's a TV relationship, because of this, right? Because all of a sudden, her popularity is now starting to take off. And guess what? Even through the lens of connections, we're going to go ahead and take off the manipulation lens altogether. What did she just do that he might start clinging on to, and he might need to go ahead and solidify why he feels this way? She just gave him a reason to attach. She just gave him a reason to try and be there for her. She just gave him a reason to try and study her. And it also makes me wonder how, like, Akane coming up with her whole study on I. A lot of people asked in the comments, "There's no way, dude." Method actors, phenomenal method actors, study everything. Like in my theater courses, guess what? You even study bits of psychology, right? Relationship dynamics, what it means for your character to enter and exit off screen, the way they walk, the speed they walk, the way they move their mouths, the way that they do like certain actions, so on and so forth. You study even non-verbal signals to try and understand stuff like that. Which hand reaches for the doorknob first? Oh God, Avaroda. Oh God. So there's a lot of things out there though that come through from a person, which makes me wonder: is Akane just a naturally gifted like theater method actor, or did she study some sort of psychology or some sort of like sociology class or something like that for her to get? She scared me. Akane scared me, and I fell in love with her. I need an Akane in my life, you know. But she scared me, and I fell in love with her because the impact and the rate at which she was going for was that like a theater mixed in with psychology. It's very similar to me, very very similar to the background that I have, which is terrifying. Why not both? We all need an Akane in our lives now, right? Watching theater online, I was surprised. I want to experience one IRL. It is really good. It's a different experience online, like online than in person. In person, you have a lot more everything. He got scare roused. I felt like there's no way she can do that. The same type of reaction on people saying you have read the manga, but I haven't. She's just like you, for real, very frisky. Oh, I wonder how Ruby will react towards Akane's acting. True, Ed. Then Akane's best girl, right? Akane is best girl for now. I didn't say anything. What if the real reality that shows everybody imitating I to get Aqua's attention? He's gonna start superimposing them in his mind. Yeah, it might be. Yes. Akane cosplay when I think Akane cosplayed me just in female form. It was like a gender bent Ed. Like that's sort of what Akane did, you know. She's similar to I, and he's really gone off board. But he convinced himself I came back. I mean, this just brings up the next question, right? If Aqua and Ruby were reborn, could I be reborn? Other people, no one could ever dive deep into a person so like that. That's so unrealistic. People who watch them and Vods. I mean, for Ed is best girl. Yeah, I've thought about that once or twice. Presumably, could I be reborn? I mean, Bobbyhead, could I?
末を迎えるんだろうっていうところをもうぜひ注目していただきたいですし。
次の放送を待つのが本当にもう
I am waiting for the next episode. I'm so excited.
お話が続いていますし、その後ルビーちゃんたち、こう B 小町たちがどういう風になっていくのかっていうのはぜひこう映像で見ていただきたい部分ではありますので、いろんな方面で楽しみにしていただけたらなって思います。
もう見てください。
Please just watch it. My dude is like hiding a secret. It's like he knows. Please just watch it. My dude knows. Do you think Akane's plan could backfire? Probably. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, if Akane is theater Ed and Aqua's evil Ed, what would be their inner child be? Oh god. Oh god. But deflected and S Penguin Ash no.
復讐を果たそうとするアクア、そしてアイドルを目指すルビー。復讐劇と群像劇の果てに復讐劇と群像劇の
Something came to mind, which is How are we not sure, especially in this scene that they're showing, which is from the ending, I believe, or was it the opening, where there's all of these shadows in the background, that these aren't just different, I guess, if you want to label like stalkers of him, versions of him. What if he ends up literally dying at his own hands? This is terrifying me because now that I looked at this, hold on. Look, he's sort of wearing it. And it could be, yeah, it could be the dad as well, right? But let's take a quick look at this. I'm going to go ahead and mute this just for a second. So he's walking. She's walking. They're talking about it, right? And not even time travel. I'm talking about, like, what if he ends up creating other monsters in accident? And it ends up being the death of him. Like, he literally ends up creating a lot of other monsters out in the process that maybe fall attuned to him, or maybe are trying to go ahead and like be there for him and or stop him or something, and that ends up being the, like, it's like he's fighting against himself and the monsters that he's created. Like a cycle of revenge. Yes, Awaken. Double meanings, triple meanings even, yes. Oh, I know, my mind instantly was like, wait a minute. If we take this and we reflect him onto this, what does that mean? And that's oof, oof, oof.
I'm
so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for episode 8. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you know, episode 8, we're gonna go fucking wild for it. Like, I will literally bring out my hat for it. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna talk about it and all of that stuff. It's gonna be absolutely wonderful. I'm so fucking hyped. I am so hyped for episode 8, and I hope that you guys are along the process and you guys have been learning, you guys have been growing. But ladies and gentlemen, we are not done yet, because are there any scenes you guys want me to go ahead and see, take a quick like double peek at, maybe analyze a little bit more as we go in through it? Okay, this was sent to me. This is all going to be a part of one video, by the way. Also, if you guys finished all the way through, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, follow. If you guys are lurking and you guys like the content like this, make sure to hit that follow button. It helps out a ton. I don't know what else to say. If you guys want to help out, we're trying to get a new camera because the one I currently have is not the best. It's not even the best camera I'm going for. It's just an A6400. If you guys want to help out, all donations are being matched by someone. It means the world. All you guys have to type in is this. Sounds good, Coffee. Appreciate you a ton. Hold on. There you go. Coming back next week. I know. Anyways, are you guys ready for this one? I think we can do this. I hope we don't get in trouble for this one. Anyway. Sounds good, Taro. Have a good night. Be sweet. Wait, what the fuck? They did not. Hi. It's all like core building exercise. Holy shit, dude. Hey, yo. And the Ruby's voice actress. Do it. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. Oh god. Oh god. Put your arms out. Do it. What a Chad. What a Chad. Holy shit. Ultra Chad, Giga Chad mode. You know what's scary? She is the size of one of his legs. If I and the director were connected, you should rewatch the death scene. You know, 1 hour video of that. We truly do. Well, I mean, I have the Beyond mask. The green screen came. Fuck, should I? I don't want to do it live on stream at the moment, just because it's getting dark and I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling the greatest. So, mm, mm, mm. Uh, I'm still here. If I did an hour version of this right now, if I threw up the green screen right now, mm, mm. Japan, I love you. I know, I know. On stream, chat won't let you rest until you do the full hour. Yeah, but I'd have to take off my glasses for it. So we're gonna do the official PO. Okay, do you guys want to do it live? I'm not saying today. I'm not saying today. But I can literally try and set it up like sometime on, like, if we ever do like a Sunday stream or something, set it up outside. We might have Loki coming in and bothering me every so often. I'll put on the mask. I'll take out my oh god, dedicated exactly. I'll dedicate it to another stream. I know Loki will probably come on screen and probably bother us as we try and do it, but it's okay because Loki's Loki, right? That's a bonus, to be honest. I know Loki joining us to do that. But anyway, I'm actually scared. I wonder how he's gonna react when he sees a mask. Is he gonna think it's me, or is he gonna try and fight me? Oh no! Oh no! You guys are giving me an existential crisis on that. I'll do it while watching. Anyways, okay. What scenes should I go back and reanalyze real quick? I have probably 2 scenes that I can go into, ladies and gentlemen, and this is your call right now. Have a good night, Victor. I appreciate you a ton. I hope you know that, man. You're an absolute legend. Victor, wait, before you go to bed, I hope you heard we have the official voice actors for Rudy, the English voice actor for Rudy, is coming through for an interview on the 25th. So that should be pretty interesting. Maybe show him to you by putting on the mask. Yeah, probably. Yes, I have the English voice actress for Rudy coming through on June 25th for an interview. If you guys want to be here for that, that's gonna be an absolute one heck of a time. The opening, that's awesome. Thank you. No, all thanks to her at the end of the day, because she's the one that ends up doing everything. You know, Rudy, not Ruby. Rudius from Moshiko Tensei. Not Ruby from the show. It's Rudius from Moshiko Tensei. Rudius Gray Rat. Yeah. She'll be here June 25th. So that'll be we are analyzing at least 1 or 2 scenes. It could be the opening, just a quick look at the opening. The scene where I killed the father. Wait, what? Not Rubius. That's a different type of thing. Okay, episode 1 is incomplete. It would be interesting if you read the 9 interviews. There's 9 interviews? Holy shit, I didn't even know about that. There's 9. Well, I didn't know that there was 9 interviews. That's a whole new thing. Do you mean where the stalker killed Kai? Because we can go ahead and touch on that real quick. It'll be so cool to have her here. Oh, I think she's busy. She's doing a lot of cons, or they're doing a lot of cons. So kind of spoilery. Okay, if it's spoilery, then we'll. Okay, what episode? What specific thing are we looking at, guys? Are we doing the opening? Because we can do the opening analysis again if need be. I in the phone booth calling him. I think it was a scene they. Oh, I in the phone booth calling him. Okay, I think this is episode 1, right? Let me go ahead and flash through it. The beginning of the chapters is a prologue. Okay, hold on. Episode 1. Man, this show messes me up so hard. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna skip around to try and find out where. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You guys ready? Gotta go now. Distro, I appreciate you a ton. Remember when I was alive? Because I do. Oof. Oof. Remember when everything was good and fancy? I remember. Papi Ed remembers.
いつか訪れるとしても。愛したい。愛する対象が欲しかった。アイドルになればファンを愛せると思った。心の底から愛してるって言ってみた。
Not anything with I dying. Don't worry, we're not gonna reach that point. I'm trying to find where she calls. I'm trying to find the timestamp for that. Does anyone remember the timestamp for that? But you will if you read chapter 1 through 9 of the manga. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
やばいと思った。うちの子を終えた。
Here we go.
体は不自由でほとんど言うことを聞かず、ベッドの中でひたすら憧れ続けた。ママのかっこいい動きは全部脳裏に刻まれてる。光は全部もう脳に焼き付いてる。
I can't. I'm not gonna go read.
あんな風に動けたら、あんな風に自由に、もっと動け。私の体。私も踊っていいんだ。
こいつ演技だけじゃなかったのか。ダンスのセンス、そして母親譲りのルックス。こいつ
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
ダンスのセンス、そして母親譲り。
Is this Ruby as an idol? Almost immediately? Like, is this where we're going? Whoa. Whoa, this is one of those like blink moments and you're whoa, I might have just been teary-eyed the entire time. Hold on. Yeah, I might have just been also Aqua refer as mom. Exactly, Averona, exactly. Oh. 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 Like that? That's a good pose. I ain't even gonna lie.
怖い想像をしてしまった。
なんとなく別れた男に連絡を取ってみた。ねえ、子供たちも結構大きくなったんだよ。一度会ってみない？いや、よりを戻すとかそういう話じゃなくてさ。きっかけは子供たちの会話を盗み聞いたこと。
なるべく考え。
別れた男に連絡を取。
Interesting that he asked, "Want to get back together?" Hold on.
取ってみた。ねえ、子供たちも。
Because I do, kaiju.
一度会ってみない？いや。
Interesting that the conversation is, "Oh, are you trying to get back together?" Yeah, because that's the line that needs to happen for her to give this response. Either he wanted to get back together, or he really didn't, or maybe he just thought about it as like a temporary thing, you know, like, oh yeah, you want to get back together, like you want to. Maybe he would have killed her himself, or maybe he like keeping her around is him starting to have control. Because think about it this way: Ai's form of control was always taken from her. Ai is no longer in his control. I is completely separated from him, right? And I, at this point in time, said no to him. I wonder if her saying no is what caused him to release a lot of the information. Because think about it this way: if we think that the father gave the information as to where she was in the hospital when she was having kids, because she didn't like he wants to have control. Yeah. It could be that she just preempted it. Like, no, I'm not gonna try and get back together or anything like that. Could be. Absolutely could be Awakened Deep. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, as this is going through, something that's being highlighted to me is just the fact that, like, it could be an aspect of control where he, like, if the father doesn't feel like he has control, he tries to eliminate the person. Or maybe if they're overstepping or overshooting their boundaries, he's like, that's it, that's game.
よりを戻すとかそういう話じゃなくてさ、きっかけは
Lock your door. Why would you leave your door open? Why would you leave your door open?
なんとなく別れた男に連絡を取ってみた。ねえ、子供たちも結構大きくなったんだよ。一度会ってみない？いや、よりを戻すとかそういう話じゃなくてさ。きっ
Averona.
かけは子供たちの会話を盗み聞いたこと。
考えるだけ。
ねえ、子供たちも結構大きくなったんだよ。一度会ってみない？いや、よりを戻すとかそういう話じゃなくてさ。きっかけは
What led to it was overhearing a convo the kids were having.
子供たちの会話を盗み聞いたこと。
なるべく考えないようにしてることだけど、俺たちの父親って一体誰なんだろうな。あ、考えるだけで心が沈む。
バカね。そんなレベルの低いことで落ち込んでるの？少女受胎に決まってるでしょ。男なんて最初から存在してない。
She's like, Mom could never do it. Nah, Mom's all wonderful. Yeah, I'm actually wondering if she ever had a sense of privacy. Yeah, Kasser. This is funny too because it says she's Maria. Yeah, and people might believe the lyrics of songs and stuff. No Soul Society. What's up, Eisen? How you doing? If you're asking if I want to be a part of your Soul Society, I don't know about that, man. I don't know. I heard there's a guy named Ichigo Kurosaki, out there, and he can be a little threatening at times. Plot twist: it was actually a virgin conception. There is no father.
なんだか妙な結論に至ってて、これはやばいと思った。うちの子すごく賢いし、私たちの事情も分かってくれるよ。うん、新しい住所はね。あ、愛だ。写真撮ろうっと。あんた本当に愛好きだよね。仕事は順調。フォロワーも100万人を超えた。世間は私を見てくれている。
まったく。
Still though.
フォロワーも100万人を超えた。世間は私を見てくれている。
Isn't that a cause for concern? It's like the more of a following you get, the more that your alarm should be up. I also like how Aqua didn't care about who the father was and Ruby didn't. Like, for Ruby's mind, it's still that innocence thing. It's still planted in there. Our situation, she speaks to him on relative equal terms. They have different perspectives of where the power is between them. Yeah. But there is still a power discrepancy between all of that. All right, guys, what's the next scene? Because for me, and looking at that, immediately what comes to mind is like, oh shit, okay. Clearly there's some weird power dynamics being present here. Wait, how long have you been on? What do you mean, how long have I been on? 7.5. Like 3 hours? The opening. Yeah, well, yeah, but it's still like, we lasted a good bit on 7.5. Was pretty careless about things. The opening or the MV? Gonna head off. Bye, Flyby. I appreciate you being here. You're absolutely amazing. Have a good night. Practice that self-care. Flyby, join our Discord, and everyone that's still here, join our Discord. We're voting for what 5 anime, or actually what 2 anime are going to be in our 5 rotation. Appreciate you. I left like lunch 2 hours ago. Unnamed. Well, there you go. There you go. Or the post credits on this one.
私はその年でアイドルやってないと思うけど、あ、その時は君たちがアイドルとかになってるかもね。
ああ。
私の子だし、全然ある話だよね。
Wish that was me.
元気に育ってください。母の願いとしてはそれだけだよ。
Oh shit. You're right. She has a pink bunny for Aqua with the blue thing, or I assume it's for Aqua. And then the bear for Ruby. And even like a solemn white one, which showcases the stardust in the background here. Holy shit. Oh, hold on. She loved him so much. She really did. I is a queen that deserves all the love and support. We see in the shelf photos. Isn't this like also very like I hate to put it this way, right? We're gonna split I in half. Literally in half. And we have like, you know, from the one running all the way down, and we have the two different sides, the two different perspectives like that. Like we literally have the perspective that he garnered of I, and the perspective that she garnered of I. You're pulling an eye that's Aqua, damn. Well, no, I'm just talking about like the framing of this shot is so beautiful in the way it's done. The MV, yes, okay, the MV, that's one I wanted to go to touch on. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We're touching on the MV. Yes, this is all going to be one video for YouTube. Also, can you guys pull up the tweets for me? I hate to ask this of you guys, but can you guys pull up the tweets for me? That'd be absolutely wonderful. The tweets of I know he just tweeted something on like something like it was something on like attachment, and then the other one was also like some other stuff that was tweeted out earlier. But okay, Moshoku, not Moshoku. Wow, Oshinoko MB, not MC. MB. Was it this one? All right, let's take a quick look. No, not that one. It stated something along the lines of like it was literally just like psychology concepts and stuff like that that the author made, which is pretty fucking cool. Anyway. Yes, yes, yes. Da 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 da. No, it's not the MV that I'm looking for. It's the opening. The actual opening. Hold on. I'm looking for the opening. And yes, I am using YouTube for this. Where do I see that? I think it would just be like through the actual show itself, right? There's something I noticed in here that tripped me out. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? Set. Let's go. With the fearless smile through the media. Okay, I think that there's someone among them, a betrayer, right? So just started checking out Aka Akasaka's new manga. There's a little chapter that gives in-depth lesson on the 4 attachment styles. The crows, okay. The crows being a big lesson. We've already gone through this. Her. I swear. Hold on. I swear to you, either someone had posted something, or I might just be imagining. But there was a picture of Mem. There was a picture of Mem that someone had put on the Discord. Either on the Discord or it was on here. Where she has her back like that. You know, and it has a wing. And that for me was blowing my mind. And I'm trying to go out and find it. If anybody can find that picture, let me know. Or maybe it's on here and it's about to pop up. Because I remember that distinctly. Is that the ending? The ending. Okay, okay. Not the opening. Okay. Is it the ending? Is it the ending? First few shots of the ending. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yes, I think I remembered it from... You sure about that? You sure about that? Try another episode. Okay. Because I remember it. Like, I distinctly remember it. And, like, for me, it just caught my attention. Let me go ahead and... Okay, hold on. Play the full ending on... Okay, oh, we got it. We got it. Here it goes. Here it goes. Come on. Show it to me. Show it to me, baby. Or maybe not. It seems like every ending is a little different. I'm not going to lie. Okay, use this link. Wait, hold on. Someone just sent me a static photo of it. So you guys... Bruh. Bruh. Guys. Is it fan art? Because if this is real... That's... If this is real... If this is real... And there's crow wings... This isn't the full version of the ending. Oh, okay. This is a crow wing, and I remember this sticking out, and like literally, like I remember when like I don't know why this came to my mind. Use the YouTube link. Okay, definitely will. Hold on. Here we go. Shit. We're doing it without audio just for the sake of it. Yeah. Here we go. Yes. 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 This is where I remember seeing it then. Guys. One ring mem. Sus. Sus. She's wearing devil horns, right? She's a trickster. She has a crow wing. 5 crows. There's a betrayer among them. What else is she hiding? What else is she hiding, ladies and gentlemen? My mind is now racing because I thought this was just like fan art. And here's what we're about to say. No, you're remembering things wrong. I thought we weren't going to find it. I thought we weren't. Is she a vessel? Sounds... But if reincarnation is real, gods are probably real, no? Is there a betrayer among them? It's not the chibi devil wings from the episode. Oh, shit. Well, I mean, think about it this way. They highlight the concept of crows, and yet we have someone with the crow wing. Normal girl exists. What is she hiding? What, like, no, I'm just gonna... Also, she mentioned immediately when I talked about his ideal woman. And she's 18, question mark? But is she 18? Am I 18? Are you 18? Hey, yo, please don't answer that. They're messengers, right? I mean, they can be messengers, but they can also be harbingers, right? Harbingers of death, harbingers of doom. They can be, like, you know, a lot of things. They have a lot of symbolism. But this is why I'm wondering. I'm wondering what impact or what role does she genuinely play? Because compared to everybody else, this is something that is now just became apparent as I'm talking to you guys. You see, this is why it's beautiful, the fact that we're talking about this. Full face. Full face. Star. Full face. Full face. Full face. Not full face. Why is she the only character out of all of them that's not giving us her full face? Why is she the only character that it has the curl aspect that we see in the opening? Why is she the only character who's giving us a profile with an eye looking back and her back is kind of covering her mouth a little bit? Why is she the only character that has an 18 question mark on her thing. Why is she the only character that has the devil horns type thing in her whole philosophy there? Shapeshift. Thanks so much for the sub, Chill Doom. I appreciate it. Oof. Oof is all I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap. The one-winged angel is an old symbolism, yes, the lost with the fallen, but it's also incompletion and loneliness, whereas the image of one or two winged angels is a representation of soulmates. Holy fuck, Selena. That's actually beautiful imagery, but in this case, I'm like, And then just to zoom in on Kana. What does Kana know as well? Okay, you guys want me to be straight up with you guys? If I were to play detective, mode out of all of this, right? Okay, we know that it can't be these three, and it can't be I. Probably not, giving us she's probably very guarded. I think it's either going to be Kana or it's going to be this girl. Realistically speaking, she's only giving us half of her face, and so is Kana. So my thing is, what truths are they hiding, or what half truths are they putting on? Because clearly she has the whole crow symbolism, but we're also only seeing half of her face for Kana. So that's sort of where I'm at. It's what do they know, and which one is gonna be the betrayer, if there is a betraying. Like if one of them were to betray everyone in general, and these are main characters that are gonna circle around their main characters, which one is it gonna be? Half siblings, yeah. Oof. But Kana shows both of true. Kana does show both of her eyes, but her mouth is sort of out, is out of the picture here. It could be taken by surprise, maybe taken by surprise by Aqua, because that's the next step here. This is wild shit, guys. This is. Trying to remember, did something else stick out to me? Oh yes, this scene. This is where I genuinely think that Aqua is creating his own worst enemy. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Let me cook. I think I may be onto something. I think I genuinely might be onto something right now, ladies and gentlemen. I think Aqua, unknowingly, in his path for revenge, starts creating a lot of people that start hating him and that might start coming after him, right? Because in his path, that he does not see what others truly are envisioning, or like, like once they start feeling betrayed, or once they start thinking that he's going down the dark path, or whatever that may be, or once they feel a need that they need to step in and help him. Because let's be honest, if he comes through with the lover boy syndrome or lover boy attempt at anybody, there's going to be people that are like, but I can fix him, I can heal him, I can make sure he doesn't go down that route, or whatever. All of these might become different people that might be trying to go in and stop him, right? And through that, look at this. Even Ruby has the hoodie. Is Ruby gonna turn on Aqua here? Is Ruby gonna hate Aqua? Is Ruby literally just gonna go into an extreme dark mode? Because she has the same hoodie that the other people who are attacking Aqua have, and this seems to be out of his own creation, because they are Aqua in the background. If we even pay attention to the background, they have his star. Ladies and gentlemen. If you look at it, they're representations of him or things that he created. So there could literally be people that he builds up and stuff that may now try and go out and stop him. So that he's over here fighting them, and now Ruby's over here with the same hoodie type of thing. So that's what I'm wondering is Ruby gonna find out and literally get fucking pissed off at Aqua here? Because clearly she has there's so much at play. There's so much at play. See, and the more that I pay attention to this, the red strings, so the attachments that he made maybe start sinking him down from his true goal being revenge. Who the fuck is this, though? This is Ruby, right? I hope this is Ruby. Because if it's not Ruby, I'm gonna be this is Yeah, it's Ruby. I think it's Star. Ruby's sister Sapphire. Because if that's not Ruby, my question then becomes, who the fuck is this? And could this be? And could this be I? That's where my mind instantly goes to. If this is not Ruby and this is like, why would you highlight someone? And could this be like a sort of generational thing where you're passing the baton on forward as the cycle keeps repeating? That's Rusi. But if it is Ruby, then it's just a symbol of both of them reaching for their own dreams. I don't know. It just seems different than what Ruby, how Ruby looks like. Wooby. Or could it be another child from her father, from their father? If that's the case, all of a sudden this switches to, could a step sibling step in to try and either save them or destroy them? True, Ray. It could be a half sibling. Yeah. Yeah. In trying to get his revenge, he disappears. That's where I'm like, oof. Oof. It is fucking cooking. Dude, I'm going wild. This would be a scandal for the father. Yeah, but if he's okay, like, think about it this way. He did it raw with the eye. He clearly had kids. Who's not to say that there aren't other kids out there? Damn. Damn. And maybe the only hope for Aqua is himself. Don't look at my Spanish music. Maybe the only hope for Aqua is truly himself. He's the only one with the star of light that can pull himself out of this deep darkness that he's gotten into. And maybe that's the whole theme there, is everyone keeps trying to go out and save him and bring him down, but they're just drowning him, and he's the only one that can truly save himself. Not the Spanish music. I know it's all of my Caifanes and Juanes and all of these like Spanish rock bands. Holy shit, dude. The ending, fucking spicy. Spicy. That's awesome though. Wait, what's awesome? Mem is older than the siblings, but maybe yeah, maybe the father already had a family, Ray. That could possibly it. Stepsis. What, she's Mem is older by like a year, right? Because what is Aqua? A year? Aqua is like what, 17, 16? Mem is what, like 18? Question mark. Have a good night, ya boy. Your music choices. Oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really love some good rock, some good classic rock. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, is there any other scene? 16, Mem is 18. Yeah, then it's possible. We don't know how old the father is. Yeah. Any other scene you guys want me to look at? We'll do one last one, ladies and gentlemen. Uno mas. Uno mas. Uno mas. With Kana Spyglass. You mind sending it? Trumu. Do you mind putting it on here so that way I could go, or just opening scene with Kana Spyglass? Hold on. Okay. Oshinoko. It's in Yaosobu or the other one? I can't believe I said that so wrong. Where she cups her hand around her eye. Oh, the one where she's sort of looking in, yeah? Okay, hold on. I got it, I got it, I got it. This one, right? That's Mayo. That's Mayo. Io, thanks so much for the follow, dude. I thought you were following already, but thanks so much. Cha. Mm. Wait a second. Wait a second. I love the fact that she's starting to get those glimmers in her eyes as well. And she does have like a symbolism to Ruby and Aqua in her eye. But even through that, the whole camera lens and the whole enhanced type of thing, yeah. I wonder if that's going to be a big portion of play in her own life. I don't mean just like the whole, oh yeah, well, she's an actress, of course she's going to have film. I mean, is she going to be bothered by someone maybe doing this to her? Because look, the film set was already established in this setting, but now why infatuate this scene? Is she following someone? Could she maybe be tracking someone, or could someone maybe do this to her, and this is just a reflection of what's to come? The hyperfixation. It could be a hyperfixation. My first time catching the stream. Dude, I appreciate you. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed. Like a parallel to the Akana situation. Yeah, it could be. It could be. But holy crap, guys. I didn't think we'd go this hardcore. Ladies and gentlemen, that was just a recap episode. Señoras y señores, that was just a recap episode. We were supposed to be done and over with the recap episode in like 20 minutes. Look at that. Look at us. Look at us. A recap episode? I think not. Recap episode? I think not. Oh, shit.